Hello, hello. Hey man, I wish I wouldn't have bought back my RC3PO 2.2, but who would have predicted this huge of a dip? Exactly, man. Just be happy with the what? I'm trying to remember. I remember helping you kind of crunch the numbers on that. That was like what, a 500 gem profit, 550 gem profit. Yeah, just take those 550 gems and buy like 3 golden moments. Apparently, you can buy like 3 golden moments now. Apparently, with 550 gems. So I'll be honest, I did FOMO into this drop a little bit. Palace Jerry, what's up? This golden moment set is super super cheap, let's say. I am kind of working on something here on a different screen, so I apologize if I seem a little unfocused, at least for like the first few minutes of the stream, but I'm just trying to find a way to like make this work. I want to be able to put up my QR code as well as some other info. And then I was gonna put I had it here. Where is it? There it is. I think this works. At least I hope this works. Oof, that doesn't look good. That looks no bueno. All right. So I apologize here. Just trying to work out. Yeah, that looks kind of terrible. I'll have to fix that. Just working on trying to come up with a just little like handle thing or something I could put on the side. Let me see here. Hang out here for a sec. Move that up a tiny bit. Okay, I think this could work. Okay, I think I'm getting this together. Apologize, I'm not paying. Yeah, they're super cheap. Price prediction from today's drop, way off. Everything is half the price that I thought it would be. You know, anywhere from, yeah. I don't think anyone expected it. I knew it was going to be lower. I don't know. Like, I'll be honest. Like, sometimes when I do price predictions, it's still based. Like, my mind in some ways is still like in December or like in February, like mid-February, and not like, you know, we're in the middle of a gem squeeze, right? So completed the set and got my wife a golden moment for under 1K. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Lowest price will go what? I don't know. As of right now, I think Clockworks. No, Clockworths. Is that its name? Cogsworth. I think last I saw they were at like 130, 140. I don't know. I haven't checked initially. At least not just yet. I just need 1 second, guys. Okay. This looks a little scuffed, but I'm making do. I feel like I should have made this like wider. Just this. Give me 1 sec. Almost done here. Just making this, and I did a. It's actually perfect. There we go. Here we go. Save this. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys here in a sec. Save as. Just gonna save it as info. Do this here, save. I know some people have been asking for this, and I probably should have done this a while ago, to be quite honest. So it's that much easier. Add image. Okay, and the image I want to add is... Does this work? There it is. Let's go. You'll put it up over here. Put it up over here. Put it behind the lights and all the goodies. Let's go. It's covering my name a bit, but I think the most important part is the, what is going on here? There we go. Most important part is the QR code, so QR code as well as where people can find me. So that's where you can find me, as well as my QR code if you guys do want to. Sometimes people want to donate NFTs to me, or they want to donate NFTs for giveaways and things like that. So you can find me at Fastos at 999999. That's my QR code, as well as my name. So sorry that took me a while, but I just wanted to get that knocked out of the way. I forgot to do it before the stream, so figured I would do it now. Finally stream without a 30-minute wait to my message. I hope everyone is okay, not crying right now. I'm crying a little with these prices. Yeah, so so I've named the title. Sometimes the best move is no move. And honestly, like, I'm in a group chat with a few other content creators. To be honest, actually, I got an email update from... Thank you for reaching out. It's... Sorry, so I actually did buy some of the HRO cards. I just bought an 8-pack, and that's it. But I accidentally put the wrong address, so I had to like email support and get them updated on that. But the reason I named the stream, sometimes the best move is no move, is, I mean, I'm in a small Twitter group thing chat or whatever with a few other content creators, and we're just kind of like laughing about how cheap it is, and, you know, also the electro drop and stuff like that. But I put in there, I'm like, who would have thought that the best move to make on VEVE was to sell everything in January and just not do anything for 3 months? Who would have thought that, right? I don't think anyone was thinking that. I think a good amount of people sold at the top when they saw prices were just getting berserk. But at the same time, honestly, what I'm going to do right now, and I've been saying this for over a month, and I don't know why I haven't been following my own advice. In my personal, like, what my move, and I'm, you know, not financial advice or anything like that. I'm just not buying anything. I'm just not going to buy anything until they make a more formal MTL announcement, because it seems like the last, you know, I can only buy the last 11 dips. I can't buy the next 12 dips, right? Like, I only have so many gems. I only have so much money to put in the app, and all that stuff. So as of right now, I just can't afford to just, you know, keep flipping, or like, I mean, I'm still making profit on most of my stuff, but even then I'm still in the red with 85% of my vault is still like deep in the red. Like the only, like I said, 20-25% of my vault I just use for flipping, but I bought a couple things and that's in the deep red right now as well. Like I bought a Lady in the Tramp for $550 during the Pixar drop, and that was like 15% below floor. Like the next highest one was at like 625. Now right now Lady in the Tramp's at like 320, like 330 right now. So I've already lost 220 gems just based off that purchase for the most part, right? You know, you don't lose until you sell it for the most part, but at the same time, it's just like, sometimes the best move is just no move. Just don't buy anything. And so far, the only thing I've really been profitable on has just been comics. Buying low, you know, what's it called? like the new NYX comics with the X23 character. I made some profit doing that. I probably bought 10 or 15 of those. I've already flipped about 10. Kind of wish I bought more. Made some money with Ghost Rider a while back. Like, it seems like that's the only thing I make money on anymore, at least on a consistent basis. So, and I did FOMO into the Golden Moments drop today. I did end up buying, because I honestly thought that Timon and Pumbaa would probably go for 400 to 500. Because in my mind, I'm like, all right, Lady and the Tramp is right. I think at the time the drop happened, like Lady and the Tramp was at like 420-ish or whatever. I'm like, all right, Timon and Pumbaa, just because these are new, people are going to be hyped up about it. They're going to go for a slightly higher price than, like, you know, it's going to be either around or a slightly higher than Lady and the Tramp just because it's new. But no, they went way, way, way lower. And yeah, so I ended up grabbing a Timon and Pumbaa at 300, probably within the first 10 minutes or like 5 minutes of the market opening. Because I honestly thought they were gonna floor out and come back up. I'm like, I thought a lot of the people on the platform were gonna be like, there's no way Golden Moments can go below 3. Like, there's just no way. And, you know, especially since, you know, Lady and the Tramp is arguably the most bottom tier NFT, I would say. I even compared Lady and the Tramp comparatively to all the other Golden Moments. I'm like, Lady and the Tramp is less popular than even Flounder and Sebastian, Cogsworth, and you know, the other guy. That's what I told myself. Like, it's not even as popular as those. So like, these have to go for above Lady and the Tramp, but that didn't seem to be the case. And so because now Golden Moments are so low, cards started getting sell off too. Like, last I saw, people were selling Donald cards for 270, and I remember buying one for 710 about 3.5 weeks ago. So it's almost like the best move is just to make no move. Just wait. I really think the entire market as of right now, we're just waiting on MTL, to be quite honest. What up, bro? What do you think? I scoop Sebastian now, or do you think I think it's good? Me personally, and I know you guys all said this before I kind of went on my spiel. Picked up the winning poo, Chippendale, Timon and Pumbaa at floor a bit ago. Hell yeah, dude. I got 2 poos at 250. Say what? Yeah, really, really cheap, right? I feel like VEVE is basically doing what Omi did, but it did not learn how to take profits. Well, Hopium will zoom back up and take again soon. Yep, I think so too. I got poo on drop and CL. Nice. I didn't win the drop today. Did you get anything on drop? No, I did not get anything on drop today. What's up? Got some pre-order packs coming. I'm going to try HRO. Yeah, same here. I just bought 1 pack. Honestly, I can't afford to buy, like, you know, 4, 5, 15 packs like some other people are. I'm just buying 1. And if there's more bullish information that comes out, or if I do have more money coming in, then I might buy some more packs. But I just bought one of the 8-pack premiums. Seems like the 8-pack premiums just seem the best. Like, they have the premium cards. You get the Joker stack in it, right? I'm not going to open my box, though. I'm just going to keep it. Like, honestly, if I could, I'd probably have to do more research in the project and stuff, but I think if I could, I probably would have bought, like, maybe 5 of the premium boxes, like the $50 ones, and then just not open them. Just wait and just never open them. Any idea what to expect from the update from the VEVE team? I have no idea. I'll be honest, and I said this to like my little chat group thing or whatever, and Twitter. This kind of like bear market could last for another like 2 months if we don't get anything about MTL, Master Collector Program, Q system. I think comics and shrooms are going to be like a very, very temporary artificial pump in comics. Like, I'm talking, it'll probably last like maybe 8 hours, if that. Like, the pump will, like, people will buy stuff up, it'll go up 15%. That's the perfect profit margin for a lot of people just to flip out. They'll do it, and it's going to go back down. So, like, I could definitely see a lot of people just like, comics will pump a bit, oh my god, comics and showroom, and then it's going to drop down. I got so many good deals today and made about 2K profit. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I did my last 2 drops. My last like 2 big drops with like Pixar. I just waited on, I actually waited a while to even buy the Pixar drops. But what I did was I just bought other stuff. Like, I stacked a bunch of Ghost Rider comics. I stacked some other things. Like, I just grabbed some other stuff. And like, I don't know why I didn't do that again. Like, I could have just bought something else, which is something I should have done. Like, usually I just don't chase the drops itself. Like, that's something I've been doing the last like month or so, and I just had a lot of success these last 2 drops, where I just go buy everything else except for the drop. Or if you do buy the drop, you just buy it later in the day where it's going to be cheaper, right? But for some reason, I didn't follow that rule. I ended up FOMOing into Timon at like 300 gems, which is it terrible? I'm just glad it's only 300 gems and not something else that was like, 1,000 or 2,000 gems, and now it's now it's down to like 500 or something like that. But yeah, I mean, Timon and Pumbaa is basically at half the price of what I bought it, which sucks, but it is what it is. My first gold moment, got a W at 4-minute rebound. Timon and Pumbaa got delivered 3 hours later. By the time mine's floor was 154 gems. Man, I won't sell. Yeah, just hold on to it, J.E.'s music. I would just hold on to it. At prices like these, it's so cheap. I think stuff is just too new, and people are just absolutely starved for profit of any kind. So, and I don't blame them. I kind of wish I, what do you call? Kind of want to move the camera down a tiny bit. I kind of want to, I'm just going to hold off. The only thing I'm going to, I think, buy between now and till MTL's out is just comics. Just flip comic. I'm going to, of course, play the drops. If I feel like honestly, tomorrow's drop with Electra, I'm not going to play the drop. Actually, let's pull up the, I haven't even looked at the Medium article, to be quite honest. Let's look here. Nice. Looks like Mendez flips finished the set. That's awesome. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Honestly, I just looked at the Electra thing very briefly. Honestly, it doesn't look too great. Let's go here. Cool. Oof. Yeah, let's check this out. Comics are saving VEVE right now big time. VEVE is slowly but surely starting to look like an online toy store. VEVE at some point is going to have to start saying no to Disney. That's not it, Sean. I think personally. Like I said, I think Disney's already planned out all these drops 4 or 5 months in advance. This has nothing to do with Disney, nothing to do with anything like that. What it is that VEVE, at least the users right now, there's no catalyst. There's no catalyst to get the market pumping right now, right? Like, in my mind, this is the way I explained it in the group chat thing, was like, in my mind, there's no catalysts that are like on the VEVE end of things, if that makes sense. Like, in the sense of, we're getting a lot of like gravy and seasoning, which is just the drops, but we want meat and potatoes. Like, we want MTL, we want Q system, we want Omi to NFT, we want VeVeVerse. We want things that to actually do stuff with our NFTs, or we want to get all the people that are flipping or find a way to cash out. Like, we need something to change up the market rather than just more drops, more drops. Like, there is no drop in existence that will save the market from where it's at now. Like, if they drop Pokemon, think about this. They drop Pokemon, market is going to crash. Most things are going to go below box price. Like, everything's going to crash 50% on the market. And then after market, people are going to buy up some things here and there, but it's not going to go back up to where it was. Like, people aren't going to buy, like, let's say an NFT right now is at 100 gems. Pokemon drops, everything, that NFT drops down to 50. It was at 300 at one point. Now it's down to 100. Now it's down to 50. And then people are going to say, wow, this NFT that's at 50 is a really good deal. They're just going to buy it up to 75. So we're still down lower than where we originally started than with Pokemon. So honestly, I don't think there's any drop. And even people that do come on the app that are Pokemon fans, they might buy some other things here and there, but they mostly came on for Pokemon, right? But overall, I just don't think of a drop, or I can't think of an IP or a series of drops or whatever that's going to save the market. Like, we need MTL, we need meat and potatoes, things that are actually like things that VeVe promised us like a long time ago, to be quite honest. That's the way I see it. So it's not like, it's not Disney's fault. It's not like, oh my God, too many drops. Like, drops are just the symptom. It's just making the problem more apparent. Do you see a slow U-turn recovery in the market or a quick V? It depends. Honestly, so much stuff hinges on this announcement on Wednesday. Honestly, if they don't mention MTL or MCP or literally any bullish information, we're going to have this for another 2 months. Waiting for Chippendale to drop to 250. It could. Bought Landing the Tramp at 1.3K. Yeah, I bought my Donald Duck and Daisy deck at 1.9. So BMN. Bought 4 poos at 250, hoping it pays off. I'm sure it will. Like you bought it pretty close to the bottom. I bought my Timon and Pumbaa at 300. In my mind, I just could not see any golden moments going below 3. So I bought it, and to be honest, I tried to buy more, and thank God I wasn't able to, but geez, I bought, and that's the thing, like, I don't know why I did it. Like, my last 2 drops of the Pixar, I just didn't even look at the Pixar drops. Like when Pixar drops happened, I was buying other stuff. I looked on the market, I looked at ecomi wiki, I was looking at what was down, what I think could do well, what are some things I could flip in the short term. And it worked out pretty well. Like I remember stacking Ghost Riders. I stacked a few other comics as well. There was some like a couple independent artist things that were like at a massive discount, like 40% off. Like I remember, what was it? I bought a poster. I forgot which poster it was, but it was at 100 gems, and the next listing above that was 145. And I'm like, all right, I'll buy this. Like, worst case scenario, I sell this for like 105 and I still make a profit. Like, not a ton, but worst case scenario. So I actually ended up making, I think, 32 gem profit or whatever off that. So unless it's like massively discounted, like I won't bother. But that's what I did in my last 2 drops, and it ended up working fine. But for some stupid reason, I just chased these golden moments like really hard. Market goes plop. What is a pack premium? So this is it's HRO. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think I just Google sorry about that. I've showed this on stream a few times. It's just another oh, Andrew Ellis did a video on it a couple days ago. Interesting. That's crazy that he's actually at the top of Google. When I typed in HRO DC hybrid cards, his YouTube channel actually appeared at the top. That's crazy. That video better have like thousands of views. Like I just Googled HRO hybrid cards and it's right there. Dude, sometimes it's actually kind of hard to find the actual like market website. Like, what more do I need to type in? HRO DC hybrid, what, NFT cards? Like how many acronyms, not acronyms, but DC printed, there it is. It's called HRO.GG apparently. So I just bought a pack. Like I said, I can't afford to buy 5, 10, 15 packs or anything like that, like a few other people. So I think the main question that a lot of people have about this is there a limit to the amount of physical cards? But basically you buy packs of cards, you have the physical, and then you can scan a barcode or something on the back that gives you a NFT counterpart with certain mint numbers and all that other stuff. Certain packs give you premium cards, and there's a random chance you can get certain cards. There's a whole spreadsheet about it. It's too much to kind of cover in this stream, to be quite honest. You can go to frequently asked questions. You can click FAQ up here, and then I believe it's HRO FAQ, and then there's literally spreadsheets on, you know, what are in the packs and what's the difference, and what type of physical packs are available for sale, what are the odds, what is a tier. It has all the information on there that you need for the most part. It's really cool. I like it. And that's why, you know, and I think the only reason why I invested like $50, it's like, all right, like honestly, $50 can't get you that far in VEVE for the most part. So I put it in here. But if I was to invest like, you know, $250, $300 like dollars, I'm like, all right, I could actually put that in VEVE and actually make some decent moves with that. But with these card packs, I don't know, like something to throw some money at. Me personally, I might buy more in the future, who knows? But I just bought one of the premium packs. For the most part, it's officially licensed DC packs or cards, and they have like an online market and all that stuff. And so this is the first series ever, right? So imagine this is the equivalent of them dropping a random card pack of like Todd, Rizzo, all that stuff. So this is the first series. The main question or the main hesitation that I have, and I think a few other people have, is there a set limit of boxes they've already made and that's it, or / NFTs that have been printed, or is that it? JP Perez, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. Yeah, when you get a chance, go follow Ghost Bear Army on Twitter. But the idea is to bomb Friday feed after drop with Ghost Bear photos of all your collectibles It helps all IPs and is fun for the community. Awesome, man. Yeah, I'll check that. I remember you talking about it last time, and honestly, right now it's probably a fantastic time to buy Ghost Bear. It's really, really low, right? So, but I think the main question I have is like, do they just, because right now you're in pre-order mode, so is the amount of physical boxes that they could sell is technically as many orders? Because there's a big difference between, hey, we're locked with only 1,000 boxes. Let's just say, let's look at the shop really quick. Because there's a massive difference of, sorry if it's super bright. There's a massive difference if there's only, let's say, I'm just throwing out literally random numbers. 1,000 of these, 500 of these, and then 500, 500, you know, whatever. Rather than, we're going to take as many orders as possible, and there's going to be, you know, possibly millions of cards based on how many people actually order and stuff. It's really hard to tell. I honestly haven't done much research, which is probably why I haven't invested a ton of money into it. But it does seem like there's a potential chance that those could sell out soonish. So, why do you look so down? Come on, we need the VEVE vibes. Yeah, I try to. I think it's, I don't know. I guess just like this golden moment's like really underperformed. And I'll be honest, like, the way I'm approaching the market right now is like, I'm just gonna not like buy anything, which I think is fine. Sometimes, like I said, that's why at the title is sometimes the best move is no move in the market, right? So as of right now, until we get the catalyst that we need to help the market pump, like I'm just not gonna buy anything, because history has shown over the last 6.5, 7 weeks, every time we think it's the bottom, it's not, right? Like I thought Iron Man would never hit below what's it called, like 900 gems. But he has, right, for the most part. Open this. Iron. Man. Golden. Do I have to log out? Did I get logged out? Yeah, I figured. All right, let's go back here. I'm like, it was really acting up. What do you think is keeping the market sentiment so down? It's really bad right now. There's just not a lot of catalysts to get people excited. Well, first off, we had an absurd pump during January, which was a fantastic time. That was a great time, to be honest. Okay, that didn't work. There we go. Let's see if this works now. All right. Up house. Yeah, Iron Man's at 900 right now. It's honestly a fantastic time if you're a buyer. If you guys were ever hesitant about getting into VEVE, I honestly still don't know if now's the best time to pull the trigger, because who knows? MTL could get dragged out for 2-3 more months. We get a lot of big heavy hitting drops. You could maybe pick up Iron Man for 650 if you wait long enough. I mean, people have been buying it for below 700 for a little while. Maybe 650 is too low, but I could definitely see it hitting like 700 or 750. Like, it wouldn't surprise me for the most part. These golden moments are going to drop even more. I think so. I think people, I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. Some people are like, oh my God, it's going to saturate all the golden moments. Like right now it looks to be that way, just because again, we don't have a lot of bullish catalysts, right? Or just information to go off of, right? But I do think these all can have a massive reversal too. If we just get, I know I sound like a broken record, but if we get MTL, get all the flippers out, get some heavy hitting investors coming in, I still think the best catalyst that we have for the market to pump is probably a few days to a few weeks after MTL. We're going to see a huge pump, or OMI to NFT. But OMI to NFT, I don't think is going to happen until November or December of this year, for the most part. That's what I did. I just bought some comics today. Yeah, hell yeah, Story of 5. I should have done the same thing. And I think it's mostly, I'm more bummed out about the fact that I just didn't do what I usually did. It's like, why did I just FOMO into the drop? And it's only 150 gems. Like, it's not so much I care about that, but I'm just like, damn, like, did I really just FOMO into golden moments? Like, I mean, it's great, but so as of right now, I'm just not buying anything until we get more MTL information. Bought 3 golden moments today for a total of 350. I'm actually scared to buy more at the moment currently. Like, never would have thought. Long-term bull kind of chat. Cheap, yeah. Gonna be a lot of W's tomorrow. Yeah, dude, I'm honestly skipping tomorrow's drop, which is something I actually forgot to do. Look at the Daredevil. Maybe this will put us in a better mood, just because it's a joke, to be honest. The funny thing is, I actually like Elektra as a character, but this doesn't look ideal. Some people have theorized that, okay, this could be for like a video game, which is why this doesn't look ideal. Like, I don't know, like it looks like they put more detail in her kneecap, like the shading around her kneecap and everything like that, more than like the rest of her face. I don't know, this drop just like looks funny. 12,850. What's the 850 for? I wonder what the 850 is for, like, or what that stands for. So it's the first appearance Elektra. I don't know why her chest and like her stomach just looks like awkward from that angle too. I don't know. This, yeah, this is the one that came in the picture. People like broke neck Lectra is like a, what was it, like neck break Lectra or something like that. People have been joking around about broke neck Lectra or whatever. This crouching stance seems okay. It just seems so strange. I don't know if it's just the shading or whatever it is, but it just seems so off. But dude, this animation is yeah, it's something else. And it jumps up to secret rare, right? So it goes from rare and it just jumps up to secret rare. So there's actually no ultra rare in this blind box format. 2,802, 6,850, 9,850, and then the common has 13,000. So I'll be honest, I missed the beginning, so maybe you discussed this, but what do you think is the first golden moments dipping because they're being devalued? For whatever reason, I think people are just flipping out of it. Maybe people want to buy the new golden moments, but to be honest, if I did own, like right now, like I've been holding Mickey hat since 4.4K. I bought it for 4.4K 6 weeks ago, and I've been holding it ever since. I would never flip that for the stuff that's here now. I still think Iron Man is, Winnie the Pooh is up there, but I still think Iron Man, Elsa, Sorcerer's Hat, C-3PO, you know, R2, those are all better than the drops we have. So in my personal opinion, I don't know why you would flip one of those golden moments like one of the originals, because I still think there's going to be a lot of value around the originals series, not set. I mean, there's series for the most part. Now, there's a small argument to be had that, okay, maybe flipping out of Wally to get a couple Winnie the Poohs and all that stuff, and I think that's what's happening. I'll be honest, in the past, and it's probably just a double-edged sword, but I used to think that NFTs that were connected to other NFTs was a good thing. Hey, if R2-D2 pulls up, C-3PO goes up because it's both Star Wars, right? Or if one gold, you know, all the golden moments are kind of tied together, right? At least before we got like Donald and Daisy and like the Valentine stuff, right? When the upper end of golden moments would kind of go up, the other people would be like, hey, should I buy golden moments? And they would kind of all move together, right? But now I think these new golden moments are so cheap. The lenticular cards are going down because I think people are like, hey, Disney, why am I holding this Donald card that's 320 gems when I could sell this and get a Winnie the Pooh, or sell this and get a golden moment, right? Golden moments are better than lenticular cards. In a certain sense, I do think that they are, or certain ones. But I think because it's all, they're in people's minds, they're all tied together, people are just selling those off for the new stuff. So I think that's the case. But comics, there's nothing really tying comics together for the most part, right? Like there's no two comics that you can kind of compare them and be like, maybe some of the upper end comics, like if you see like Marvel Comics or like Fantastic Four #1 or something like that pumping, people might like look at the other high end stuff. But other than that, like a lot of the comics just perform independently, which in a dip like this is good because they just perform as well as they do independently. Not saying like comics are like immune, right, to dips or pumps or anything like that. I mean, they're going to do their own thing, but they're also vulnerable to dips. Like, I mean, hell, you can buy some good comics on the market right now for a really cheap price, for the most part. But I think that's the other issue too. Is like they're so cheap. Some people, I mean, you can sell 2 or 3 rare comics and then buy a golden moment, which is crazy. This golden moment drop really reminds me of the first one. Got LSAT 180, C-3PO at 210, so on. About 2 months later, they all got to 3 to 8K. Yeah, times were different back then, Jordan, but I do agree. I do think people are still undervaluing these. But right, it depends on the time frame we're given, right? If we're talking 3 days from now, it's not undervalued. But 3 years, yes. Technically, everything on the app is undervalued if we're talking 3 years from now. But yeah, the market was just different back then. We had a lot of people getting on the app, a lot of people putting a lot of money on the platform. So like since I've been around, the 2 biggest pumps in the market, as well as just people jumping on the app, has been the original golden moments and 12 days of VEVE. Like both of those caused some big pumps, as well as just new blood in the market. Right now, it doesn't seem like we have any like huge catalysts for people to kind of get on board, right? And that's why I said I think we need the meat and potato stuff that VEVE has promised us: MTL, Q system, Omega NFT, a lot of other stuff. But I still think that a lot of this revolves around MTL. Yeah, I keep hearing this is the first VEVE cycle dip, where people thought VEVE was going down because Marvel Comic 1 was listed under retail. Yeah, that could be it. Patience pays off. Oh yeah, for sure. I still have a ton of NFTs that I bought that I'm not selling anytime soon. Nobody can say they didn't get a chance to own a golden moment. You could get one for 90 to 100 gems. Wow, VEVE market is being generous with us. Yeah, it's a great thing. Like I said, if you're new to the platform, or you have a lot of money, or if you have the means to put in hundreds or thousands of gems month over month, this is a fantastic time to buy in, and all that stuff is going to pay off, right? But as of right now, like if all you have is just the NFTs on the platform and you don't have those means, it can be a bit frustrating, I would assume. I think so many people got wrecked by Donald and Daisy. I bought 2 at 1.5. Yeah, dude, that one really caught a lot of people off guard, to be quite honest. Wow, I'm really behind chat, so I'm gonna like triple time it. Check prices. Tomorrow's drop might be the one that doesn't completely sell out instantly. Hasn't happened for a long time since Catwoman, if I'm not mistaken. 81 viewers, 8 likes. Smash that like button, fam. Hell yeah. I doubt it. People will still gamble for the SR, I think. I think so too. Personally, I'm not gonna go for it because honestly, if I had to put numbers to this, Electra, with the way the market is currently being and how cheap golden moments are, if golden moments retain their value as they are now, Electra, common, 20 gems, 22 gems. Uncommon, 25 gems. The rare, 45 gems. Secret rare, 110 gems. That like maybe 120 at best, to be quite honest. Because I think people are just going to want to get rid of these for other stuff. Oh my god, your Ghost Rider is in the 260s, right? Yep, it's really cheap. What up, VEVE Vibes? Thanks for sharing the DC trading cards. I'm super bullish on those cards. Yeah, of course. I mean, I bought 1 pack. Like I said, kind of reserving, kind of holding off on paying for more right now. Are comics dipping too, or holding up? They're kind of dipping for the most part as well. I mean, there's some really good deals for those. But yeah, Electra, I'm not too hype about the drop tomorrow. It's also kind of crazy. Like, that's something that me and other content creators were talking about, which was, one, VEVE's like getting really late with these Medium article drops. Sometimes they're not dropping these until like, I don't know, like 18 hours before the drop, like less than a day. And sometimes the actual drop, like, we didn't even get the one sec, we didn't even get the golden moments duo, like, thing on the app. When you open the app and it shows a picture of Timon and Pumbaa and it says duos, whatever. We didn't get that on the app till like 11 hours before the drop. So if your eyes and ears literally aren't glued to Twitter and Discord for, for VEVE, like, you could just easily miss this drop, like, if you're not on VEVE all the time. The hell? I'll deal with that later. That is silly. No, I'll just deal with that later. I don't know. I'm having some issues. So I bought some HRO cards. I put the wrong, long story short, I didn't put my apartment number for my apartment. So I'm like, oh God, they're going to deliver it here. They're, you know, whatever. And I try to get it updated and they're like, yeah, what email did you use? I'm like, this one. And they're like, yeah, these products are not purchased from our store. What? Did they use like a third party thing to like buy cards or sell cards? I don't know. I'm thoroughly confused about that. Yeah, let's look at the collectibles, or sorry, the comics. Let's go with Biggest Losers. What is down right now? Top losers. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, we can even pull it up on my phone too. That's not what I want. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. All right. We can actually just look at them like this too. Nice market comics. So Ultimate Fallout. Remember these were going for 100 gems like a week ago. 70 gems now. What else? What else? Miss Marvel. Are these going for 6 now? Oh, below 6. Interesting. Let's see what else. Kang commons were going for about 330, 300. Now it's down to sub 200. I bought this Kang uncommon at 240, which was an all-time low for the comic. Now it's at 185. Ghost Rider. I bought a ton of these at 130, flipped a ton for 36, 37, 38. Now there's quite a few below 30 right now. Daredevil. I actually took a screenshot and sent it to the kind of the group chat. And yeah, there's one listed literally right now for how much is that percentage wise? Like 30% below floor. Even that looks risky, to be honest, because if I buy that for 500 and if I can't get rid of it quickly, Daredevil could be at 500 in 4 days, 5 days, depending on announcements, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry if I sound like super pessimistic and all that stuff, but need OMI to NFT, MTL, and OMI utility for prices to go up. I agree, Randy Warren. That's we need some meat and potatoes. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the gravy and the seasoning of the drops, but like in order for us to see any kind of reversal on the market, we need what is the announcement coming? The recorded AMA. I believe it's Wednesday. Last I heard, I believe it's Wednesday. Hope the recorded AMA is an announcement of real management team for VEVE. There is a set amount. Okay, that's good to hear. Adriel, I guess. Just for 1 second, imagine they would announce VEVE NFTs will now be tradable in Immutable X for OMI. The pump would be unreal. Yeah, that would be cool. On the app, it tells you total mints. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't have the app, so I don't know. I picked up Flounder, Pooh, and Cogsworth right now. Couldn't resist. Yep. You and many others do. And I don't blame you. Like, if you flipped out of whatever you own to buy that, dude, like, I don't blame you. I'm not upset with people that, like, are selling right now or anything like that. Like, I don't blame people for, like, it's just not something I would do. Like, if I owned an Iron Man, like, I wouldn't sell my Iron Man for these drops, but you're a good man, Rich. Yep. I'm stacking comics and was going to wait for MTL, but I don't think that's coming. I think that was the plan all along, was to bring other platforms like HRO. Just a theory. We'll see. Curious. Don't quote me on this, but I believe HRO said there is a fixed number of packs. Yep. Hell yeah, dude. That's a good mint number. The best thing we can do for VEVE is to turn off the app. Perhaps that would motivate them to do MTL, OMI to NFT, and OMI utility. I'm not sure if they're like purposely trying to like drag their feet, you know, or like it's ready and they're just like waiting to see if the market dips even more. I don't think that's the case. I think they're honestly just dealing with a lot of like hurdles and obstacles that are like totally unforeseen. Because remember, like, whole NFT space is new. They're doing all this as probably an understaffed company, outsourcing a lot of stuff, including the drops. All the drops are planned months in advance. So everyone that's saying, you know, Disney's fault and why are they releasing so many? Like, this stuff was probably planned in like November, December of last year, to be quite honest. Like, they probably planned all this already, had it all queued up, ready to go, and they don't want to break the cycle, or at least like the schedule. Yeah, so we need to get more of this stuff on track, and I think they're just dealing with that. Plus, like, we're running a cryptocurrency, you know, an Omi token, like in the background as well, like during all these drops. Is what long Nectra, yeah, broke Nectra. That was the other one, like broke neck, because her neck was like twisted all the way to the side. It was so weird. There was this DC arcade game that gave you collectible cards. I wonder what those are worth anything. Yeah, it could be. I flipped some of my losers today to buy the golden moments. That makes sense. I sold Mickey's hat for 4.4K. Maybe I'm the one I bought. Maybe I bought yours a while back. Off-time jibe. They should do the DC route and just use real world collectibles. They have a lot of really amazing ones. Nice. That would be cool. What's up? Electrans, what's up? People are stuck on the last 2 pumps. We'll never go back to that, so I need to look to new lens now, in my opinion. I think so too. Like, could we hit those all-time highs again? Yeah, give it enough time, we're gonna hit it. I do think we could see the market have that same level of acceleration. Like, it could pump as quick, but it's not gonna go as high, if that makes sense. Comment Rocket, Goofy for $9.99. Yeah, I saw it. Totally agree. 20 for Electra. I think the comments are going to go for 20. I kid you not. Need to watch the Gale and Randy Chavez about DC trading cards. The gains are crazy. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. I haven't watched it. It's hard because over the last week, like, we've had, like, what? The Gale, I think, there's been at least like 4 or 5 other VEVE content creators that all made videos on HRO in the last like 3 days, so it's kind of hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up with like hours and hours of content. Like, I try to keep, like, I'm subscribed to like 11 or 13 other content creators for VEVE, and it's like hard to keep up with all their videos. That's probably why I talk fast, because I play all the videos at 2.5 times speed, or two times speed, or else it would literally take me all day to like listen to the videos. Tomorrow's Mickey drop will be a Grail and flip Walt and Mickey. Yeah, you never know. Could be Darth Vader, could be something crazy. I think SR is as low as 400 to 500, and the rest under 100 tomorrow. Maverick, I think they're gonna all be below that. Maverick, I think it's gonna be lower. Like, I mean, if we're having Storm and if we're having Black Panther below box price, almost across the board except for the ultra rare and secret rares. I don't know. Let's see. Is Black Panther collectibles? Okay, the common isn't below box yet. Uncommon is. Vibranium's at 80. Like I said, all right. The common's gonna be at 20. Uncommon will probably be at 25. I think the rare could probably be above box or around box, like 55, 60. I think the ultra rare is going to be at like 120, or secret rare is probably going to be at like 150. I'll do that. HRR cards is the move now. Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited about it. I do want to learn more about it, so I got to watch that Randy Chavez and the Gale talking about it. HRO was the plan all along. So what do you guys mean by that? Like, a lot of people are saying HRO is the move, or like VEVE was like setting us up to introduce into HRO. Like, I'm not sure what you guys mean by that. I don't know if I'm a little lost with that, but Pooh is starting to pump if you bought at 220. Interesting. I agree with the medium article being delivered almost the same day of the drop. Yeah, basically it is kind of crazy that they're like really behind on the drops, and not only that, but just showing the drop on the app like literally within 12 hours of the drop. I was super confused by this drop before I even looked at the tweet to see who or what it was. I figured with everyone so amped up for the huge 5 golden moment drop, we would have the rest of the weekend off. Maybe, like I said, I just think everything has just been already scheduled out, right? So, and I don't think we should stop or slow down the drops. Like, a lot of people are like, stop the drops until we get MTL. Like, that's not the answer either. Like, we just need to get MTL and stuff sooner. And that's the other thing too. We can't stop the drops because a day will come. It could take a month, could take 2 months. Like, we could have a shit ton of people jumping on the app, and we need to have stuff on the shelves, or I should say on the market, a wide variety of things too, because Imagine if Disney just stopped at golden moments. We have like no lenticular cards, no other golden moments, no Steamboat Willies, like no nothing. If they just stopped at that, like all the Disney people are gonna jump on the app and they're like, "Where's all the Disney stuff?" And they're like, "Oh, we just have these golden moments. Hey, do you want to buy a Wally for 1.2K?" They're like, "What?" Like they're not gonna do that. Was Wally ever over 2K, 1K? I don't know. I thought he was. Maybe not. You can buy HRO with Omi. Interesting. I don't own any Omi, unfortunately. I've been meaning to at some point, but it's kind of worked out in my favor. I mean, it's super cheap now, and it could get cheaper. So my main thing is just getting the fiats. Glad I bought 5 boxes of each HRO. The profit is insane. You can get paid in Ethereum. So how does it work? I don't know. I'll have to watch the video because I doubt it's just guaranteed profit. That's why I wanted to keep the box. Like, buy the boxes and don't open them, because if we later find out that, oh my god, this secret rare Batman or Joker or whatever it is, Wonder Woman, is super, super expensive, the theoretical price of the boxes go up as well, similar to like Magic the Gathering, similar to like Pokemon. I feel like if you own an unopened, untampered, original premium box, that's probably the safest way to do it. You know, it's, will you make as much money if you open it and get like, you know, the equivalent of a secret rare Charizard? No, but the odds are you probably not. So you might as well just take the average. Spider-Woman is moving up. Great. Where's she at now? Spider-Woman making some moves. She above 20 gems now. Hello? Guess gotta put the dash in for Spider-Man. Is this not? I think it's because I have it on like. Is it because I have it on top losers? Name, all-time high, top gainers, total listings. There it goes. That was so weird. So Ghost Spider's at 45. Good God, dude. I remember buying these Spider-Mans at 270. Now they're at 70 gems. Rip. Oh my gosh. Spider-Woman at 25 gems. That's nuts. I'm all in on those HRO cards. Let's fucking go. I got a 831 mint Chippendale, sold immediately for 500. I used the profits to get Marvel Comics #1 and a few Amazing Spider-Man 3. That's awesome. Hell yeah, man. Dude, I honestly would have done something almost identical. I told myself anything I would have won on drop, I probably would have sold immediately. I'm not that bullish on these drops. Is Winnie the Pooh big? Yeah, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have like Iron Man or Elsa or something like that, or just have those gems available, or I could just rebuy Winnie the Pooh, you know, 3 gem squeezes later and buy Winnie the Pooh for 125 or something. I don't think it's gonna, could he go that low? Who knows, but I think that's a good move, Ken Gems. Top Shot went through growing pains. Now they're burning moments, minting lower, and giving utilities for NFTs. VEVE needs the same. I think so too. VEVE community will all move to HRO. Watch. I don't know about that. That Bar Labs is legit. They moved at a fast pace to get things done. I'll keep VEVE, but HRO. Yeah, I don't know about like, yeah, screw the AR, screw all the other licenses. Like, let's all just move it to like a physical NFT hybrid of just DC, and then that's it. You know, no VeVeverse, no token that's backing it up or anything like that. Like, I don't know. I doubt that, but I get what you mean. Maybe for a short-term thing, it could be something just to kind of distract us in the meantime until VeVe kind of figures it out. Bro got Winnie on the drop today. Hell yeah, dude. I didn't get the drop today, unfortunately. But I know a lot of people did. And it did seem like there's some more humans on today's drop, which is nice to see. There did seem to be a few more humans than normal. Oh god, dude, I just realized I had this up the whole time. I apologize. These market prices are similar to December, November. I guess if we could go back in time, people would be stoked. It was flat for the longest time before a huge market pump from mid-December. Yeah, golden moments and like, let's just pull up Common Spider-Man. This has been around for a long time. I feel like the 2 biggest pumps we've had has been well, it's pretty flat. I mean, this was, it's hard to see because like, I don't think ecomi wiki goes as far back as golden moments. Like maybe that was like the very tail end of golden moments. Yeah, this December pump was just absurd. And I'll be honest, in hindsight, you know, 2020, you're just like, it's getting to the point now where it's like, are people really gonna pay 1,000 gems, $1,000, $1,500 for a common Spider-Man? Is that way too early? Like way too much, way too early, right? You know, in hindsight, yeah, it makes sense. Like, how could something that just goes up 3-4x in 2 weeks or a week not go back down, right? So vibes, did you get any more Ghost Rider comics? They're cheap earlier. I bought one for 25 gems. Yeah, dude, now's a fantastic time to buy. Because the nice thing about comics is like, for you, in order to make a profit on that, I mean, it's the tiniest and tiniest of profits, but like all it has to do is go to like 28 gems. It only has to move 3 gems for you to make profit. You can't say the same about collectibles, right? And it does seem like collectibles right now are causing the gem squeezes, not like comic drops or anything like that. Should I sell my golden moment and leave with profit? That is a very generic question. Which golden moment? How much profit? How long you been on the app? Yeah, there's a lot of questions I have about that. I mean, if you're asking that question, then yeah, maybe it's the move for you. Go to HRO. Everyone's going to HRO. Just do it. Just do it. I think we are saying these IPs used VEVE as data farming tool. So when these companies did things on their own, they would know how to move and grow. Oh yeah. VEVE was definitely the trailblazer, the pioneer for a lot of this stuff. But at the end of the day, VEVE is still going to be the first for a lot of them, whether people value the blockchain or this or that, or, you know, whatever it is. I saw Cavell Anderson's video saying that HRO, I guess, was technically minted on the blockchain, like DC stuff, before VEVE. But then again, it's like, all right, how cool do the NFTs look? Are they 3D? Are they going to be available in the VEVE-verse? There's going to be a lot of different things, right, involved with it. HRO hype is funny considering everyone was saying the same about VEVE in January. HRO is dope. I ordered a few packs, but come on, people, there is a clear difference. Yeah, I haven't done enough research, to be honest. Sean and everyone else talking about HRO, I haven't done enough research. I don't see anything wrong with being in multiple projects at once. It doesn't have to be either or. It could just be both, right? They're both going to do well. Wally was over 1K a couple times, never lasted too long. Okay, I figured. That's a big deal for Omi. The clear difference from VEVE is that you can get your gains right away. That too. Wally Deflo was over 1K. At least loads of golden moments was not smart for the entire collection. Yeah, I mean, that's what Disney wanted to do. And who knows? I mean, they didn't know, like, oh, 4 or 5 months from now, we're going to be in the middle of a gem squeeze, or people are going to just be completely just dumpstering the market because reasons, right? You know, whatever it is. Here's what blockchain HRO will be using for the NFT version of the cards. Does anyone know? Tired of research. I think just Ethereum. I don't know. Are many people leaving VEVE? Not that I know of. Even if they could, you know, it's, what do? You just turn off the app, right? And that's kind of what MTL is going to do, right? It's going to, I don't want to say weed out, but all the people that want to leave the app, now they have the option, right? As long as they have at least 1,000 gems in their account. And then we're going to get new whales coming in because people find out that things that have a history of going for hundreds, if not thousands of gems, you know, they're going to come back. And I heard on the Flow blockchain, Flow blockchain, I don't know. Where to buy HRO codes in Canada? I don't think you can, as far as last I heard. I do know there's someone by the name of Kobe Collects that bought a lot of the HRO cards. What is HRO? It's that website I showed a bit earlier. I think I still have it. No, I closed it. You have to look up, like, if someone could help him out. Even when I was Googling it, I was like, HRO DC hybrid NFT cards, and it was like still hard to find the website that had it. Like, they really need to like use their search engine optimization or something better, because like it was actually really hard to like find the store webpage. HRO seems cool, but it's not the move. Yeah, I like I said, I don't know why people just can't do both, right? Like yeah, you can put a bunch of money in HRO, but it's not like you can only do one or the other. Like, what I'm doing is just buying boxes and not opening them, and I might just sell them later. Like, might take a look at the market here and there for the most part, but People have no patience and just jump on to the next big thing. VEVE has the first ever NFTs from Disney since once in a lifetime opportunity. Yes. Most people are tired of hearing soon from VEVE. That's not y'all, then continue to wait. Yeah. What is your prediction for Walt and Mickey? I don't know. Depends on the timeline. Million gems or 40 gems. It just depends. I mean, everything can crash and burn tomorrow. So yeah, so like I don't mean to like be mean to you, Young Hong. Like I know it sounds like you're relatively new to the platform and maybe the stream. But like yeah, because it sounds like you like either want to cash out, you want to try a new project, like price predictions at this point. Like how can you price predict anything when the charts look like this? You know, things are crashing, things will do a 2.5x pump in a couple days, and there's a slow bleed out and prices will keep declining. Like I think it's hard to predict the price of anything when where the hell am I? It's hard to predict the price of anything when literally a single tweet can flip the market on its head, or a single, you know, thing like this Wednesday pre-recorded State of the Union address thing that VEVE has. It will either over the course of the next couple weeks cause the market to go up 150%, or could cause the market to go down 150%. You know, maybe not 150%, but you know what I mean. HRO is the move. I'm moving some of my profits from VEVE to HRO. I always like to stay diversified. Yeah, maybe I'm too bullish, but I will keep buying golden moments under 250 when I can. Non-financial advice. Yeah, I don't think that's it's not like a terrible move by any means. I meant Spider-Woman. The comic is moving. Oh, the comic. I'm like, what? I don't think they can say no to any brand they have. Pretty much. Just so you know, HRO has a roadmap for the next few years with Warner Brothers and DC. It's the first license hybrid drop on their AMA. They said Lego is in the work. Another multiple partnerships. That's cool. Yeah, maybe I'll throw some money at it here and there. But still, my focus is still on VEVE for the most part. Shadow NFT. But yeah, no, it's cool to hear about other NFT projects. Like I'm not here to shit on HRO or Recur or anything. I was gonna say Vcur. That's the name of that one person. Recur, like it's good. Like honestly, the more competition that we have for VEVE, even though VEVE in a way it's in a league of its own, but some people that are really unhappy with the project are going to go elsewhere, spend their money elsewhere. I don't mean to create FUD, but I'm starting to lose faith in VEVE. I put about $3,500 in it. I think they need to advertise more instead of releasing stuff. Like I said, the releases are scheduled ahead of time. A lot of their money and resources I think are allocated just to like get out MTL, partnerships, all that stuff. I don't know. Like I don't work at VEVE. I wish I had more information, but I'm assuming you're down in money. I mean, so am I in a way. I mean, so I started VEVE. I only put like a few $100 in VEVE, and I'm up thousands and thousands of dollars. It does suck to see my NFTs go dip in price by a ton, but I know if I just turn off the app, which I can't do because I need to make content, look at the market, all that stuff, pretty much incessantly. Let's see top gainers. Is anything moving right now? Look at that, Invisible Woman uncommon is going from a $50 box price from 21 gems up to 28. Hell yeah. Labbit ornament up 24%, 118 gems over the last 24 hours. Rare Vibranium Warrior was down to what, 59 gems? Now it's up to 80. So this is probably what I should have done, and probably what more people should probably do is just, if you want to buy the drop, go for it. But there's so many other deals on the app. I'm actually surprised there's actually NFTs above 20% gain right now. I'll be doing VEVE and HRO. Yeah, that's awesome. That's probably something I might do a bit. HRO is not worldwide yet, only a few countries, like 5 or so. Yeah, there is that as well. So, how do you feel about content creators trying to make market prediction like cryptocurrency and stocks, such as patterns? How do you feel about content creators trying to market predict like cryptocurrency and stocks, such as pattern? I think it's impossible. Like you can't treat this as the same as, like, I know a little bit of market stuff, but like I said, like right now, like the catalysts aren't like real world events or crypto or anything. Like crypto does have an effect on this, like don't get me wrong, but it's not like stocks where there's like, it's more related to real world events and stuff like that. It's like literally a tweet from ecomi could just cause the market to crash or pump or do whatever, a certain drop. Like there's way too many factors. Like like I said, we're in such an insulated like marketplace that it's hard to do any price predictions, which is why like I don't know, like you kind of do price predictions, but it's so arbitrary and it's impossible to know. Like we have so many people trying to cash out, but if you asked me 6-7 weeks ago, like my price predictions would be much higher because there's the overall market sentiment, which is buy, like everything is pumping. But now everyone's selling off. I think people are waiting for MTL. There's a bit of FUD being spread around. People just want to get some meat and potato updates about, hey, like what's happening. We haven't gotten really any information since January about a lot of stuff. So literally watched your price prediction on Gold Moments today and left a comment. Luckily, got a Winnie Pooh on drop. Well, Hotto, my friend, picked up one for $2.25 a few minutes after the market opened. Crazy. Yeah, I was off on my market predictions. Like everything was down about half or 2/3 of the price, or like a third of the price that I thought it would be. So I trying to remember what I said. I think I said like Winnie the Pooh could go for like 700 or 800. Now it's, you know, obviously you can tell it's a third of that price right now. Same thing with Timon and Pumbaa. I thought that would go for like 5 to 6. That's like a third of that price. So I guess I didn't take into consideration that, one, again, we're in a very aggressive gem squeeze right now. Two, this isn't our typical golden moments drop where there's only 2 NFTs, there's 5. So we have to spread the money that people have across 5 different NFTs and not just 2, right? And on top of that, again, people are just trying to find any reason to sell what they have to buy the new best thing. So HRL NFTs minted on Immutable X, Ethereum based, for anyone wondering blockchain they'll be using. That's cool. Prices will keep dumping because they have drops every week, and perhaps some good ones that cause another gem squeeze. That's what I mean. If it's a bet, like we can maybe see some small market recoveries if we have like 3 weeks of like bad or no drops. But even then, it's just this is just gonna happen, right? It's gonna pump up a little bit and then go back down. So I do think we're gonna have a lot of like just dead cat drops, or just a lot of like bull traps where it'll like look like it's going up, but it's actually gonna shortly go down. I just don't see it like that, to be quite honest. I'm holding. I'm so excited to get Wild on drop. If anything, I think it's, if anything, I think of it as lost money. I'm holding. Yeah, dude, if you got Walt on drop, I mean, you're way ahead of most people. You're way ahead of most people. Yeah, you know, it's lost money in the sense like, oh yeah, you should have sold it at 40K and now you could just rebuy it at 17. Like, I think I saw a listing for 17K. Short term, I mean, I agree on them having to advertise a lot more. We'll see. I think that people on the app right now and the creators have different goals. I mean, yeah, I would say so. I don't know in what sense, but there's no way you reached 195,000 only. No, this is not correct. I wish I could hide this, but I don't know if Omi the Clown added the option for me to like hide this or whatever. But no, that's not correct. I was honestly kind of messing around with the vault, as well as I was keeping an eye on a lot of different comics, like mostly ultra rare and secret rare comics. But the only way I could like click a button and look at like the ones I had for listings, I had to add them to my vault, which is one thing I kind of wish Omi the Clown would like update, which is a way I can even like see listings that I saved. Like, I wish I could just save a listing, save a listing of like, hey, these are NFTs you should keep out for. I could save a listing, export it to a spreadsheet, or I could have a link that just when you guys click the link, it'll take you to ecomi wiki and it'll show all the NFTs that I'm keeping an eye on. But you know, we don't have those features yet, so I'm not down in money, but it's getting there. Gotcha. Yeah, you just wait long enough and it'll go back up. VEVE's business model isn't around ensuring its customers make money. It's about collecting. People forget that and get mad. Well, I mean, more or less, you know, when people are like, oh my god, should VEVE be worried that some of the drops are going below box price, or people are like losing money by like basically winning stuff? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at this Electro drop and I'm like 4 out of 5 times, or technically 3 out of 4 times, you're probably going to lose money unless you get the secret rare. So why even risk it? At least that's kind of how I think in my mind. They can't advertise more because the app will be impossible to use with more people. Yeah, and I agree with him. And we are very early on the app. Like there still needs to be, we just need like more time. Unfortunately, like, we just need more time. VEVE is trying to do so many different things at once with so many different companies and IPs, and it's just gonna take a while. I just wish VEVE could communicate it better and actually give us some timelines instead of just saying soon, 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 and that's it. It's almost like they feel like their community literally can't handle the truth in any form or fashion. Or maybe they literally just don't know. And they can't admit like, oh, we don't know. Or like, dude, we have no idea like when Q System's coming out. Like, we thought it was going to be here now. Like, we just have no idea. Like, we're going to try and get it out before the end of the year, but we don't know. Like, they're not going to admit that, though. They're just going to be like, yeah, we're working on it. It's going to take some development time. Appreciate your guys' patience. Okay, cool. Next question. Like, they're just, you know, I don't blame them for doing that. But I also wish they could just outright say like, yeah, that's it. VEVE's playing chess, think 3 years ahead. These people want to get rich in 3 hours. Yeah, that too, which is why I'm hodling, right? Can you review the market and check what you find as better deal than the drop today? I'm seeing some 40% off thingies. Let me look at the thingies. All right, I'm gonna look at comics first. Top losers. Ah, makes sense, yes. What's Superman all-time high? It's under 2K now. Oof. Is that for real? Yeah, I need to move this. This cord. Hold on. Oh, I think I put it here. There we go. That's perfect. Superman. Doesn't say it's under 2K, but it wouldn't surprise me. His all-time high was 8K. Now he's at 2 or below 2. Honestly, he could go lower. Like I'm trying to like look at these numbers from November, December. I feel like people that bought back here aren't gonna want to sell it for this low. Like, why would you hold something, in my mind, why would you hold something for 3 months or 4 months or even longer than that and then just sell it, right? But there's probably still a good amount of people that won this off of like the actual drop itself. But yeah, I mean, Superman could go lower. I mean, let's check it out on the app. All right, looks like someone grabbed that Daredevil Ultra Rare for 500. I'm glad someone did. Superman. What did Dino say? Cheapest low mint in this range. Dino going for the low mints. Dude, it's so obnoxious searching for these like NFTs sometimes. All right, there's Superman. Is he below 2K right now? It's at 2K. All right, he's basically at 2050 right now. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. He could go lower. I mean, based on these charts, if he really wanted to, he could probably go down to 1.7, 1.6. I don't know. There are some really faithful VEVE content creators on Twitter. It's almost cult-like. We really do need to see VEVE up to their game soon. What are your thoughts? I mean, that's something I don't want to say like, oh, I've noticed that too, but like whether it's overwhelming, whether there's an overwhelming amount of like positivity or negativity, that is an echo chamber, right? People are like, don't say anything bad, FUD, you know, and vice versa, right? You can't just have people just spread FUD, you know, all the time, or like the app is dying or this or that, or why is this taking so long? It's like, dude, you've been on the app for 2 months, like you don't know anything, and you've probably done very little to no research as to like what the actual company's about and all of that. And like there's some things I still don't understand, like I'll be honest, like the whole Omi token thing and the burn and the cycle and the reserve wallet and this and that and the buyback system. Like I'm still a little bit confused on like how exactly all that works for the most part. But Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? People that were very early on the app have a lot of money on the app. You know, they maybe put in thousands of dollars. They got really lucky on drops, or they have a lot of assets NFT wise on the app that, you know, they want it to do well. You know, they want to make tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, or even more. Like, if you're one of those people that was lucky enough to stack a bunch of Todds or Spider-Mans or whatever very early on, even though your bags are down right now, like, you're still up a ton compared to like when you started, right? But yeah, I think VeVe knows that they need the criticism to kind of help do better. But they're just dealing with a lot of stuff right now, I would assume. Number dream to buying golden moments so cheap. Even I'm down on the new golden moments. These prices made my day. Yeah, dude, these are, if you have the money, if you have the fiat to spend, or you have the gems to throw around, yeah, dude, golden moments right now are a fantastic buy. Right now, there's actually quite a few people that have completed the set and that have like tagged me on Twitter and stuff, so that's awesome. If you think about it, people like Dr. Profit are losing a lot more at the moment. If he had 12 million worth of Walt statues, they were 40K. Yeah, exactly. At one point they were at their highest, but he knows, like, he's probably thinking 5-10 years out. He's not thinking right now. He's not thinking 5-10 days ahead. He's thinking 5-10 years out. I'm interested in FA or FE that are 1.5 to 2K from the original store price, stacking good mints for the good times. Many comics are at ridiculous prices considering people bought at $4 to $5. Yeah, it depends on which comics and stuff. I tend to just stick to the stuff that's like relatively towards the top, to be quite honest. Like, doing like speculative buying of comics, I'm just not comfortable with that just yet, for the most part. But yeah, I mean, that's what's going to stand out. Eventually, the VeVe platform is going to have a bloat of comics or collectibles. We're going to have, you know, multiple Mickeys and stuff like that. If you think, you know, that far ahead enough, that yeah, FAs and FEs will stand out. Mostly FAs, but you know, FAs and within comics too, right? So seeing these prices, I just feel like selling off everything before it goes to zero, which is, it is the chance of it going to 0-0. No, there's always a tiny chance that all of this just goes to zero, but I just don't see it happening personally. You are correct with the Electro drop. Trying to gamble to get SR, if you're not, you are down on your money. That's my thought, to be quite honest. How many more years are we gonna be early at some point? I think it's not us being early, but the team being late. Love VeVe, but they got to give us something now. Hashtag, not hashtag soon. Yeah, I would say at the point we stop being early is when VeVe, either VeVe or some other bigger IPs, like, make actually a concerted effort to actually advertise. Not just like, oh, hashtag tweet this or golden moments, whatever. Like, Disney and or VeVe start actively pushing the app, like, on a consistent basis. They put down hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to advertise on many platforms, different places, VeVe, like all that stuff. In my opinion, I think that's when we're early, because let's say Disney really wanted to push all their products, because we're getting a lot of Disney/Marvel stuff right now, right? Because if Disney really wanted to, they could put it in their official Facebook, their Discord group, their Twitter, all that stuff. They could spam it every other day and just say, hey, check out our Disney NFTs on VeVe and this and this and this. But, you know, with all the talk about Disney acquiring an NFT company, as well as their CEO leaving for that company called Genie or whatever, I still don't know the specifics of that exactly. It could happen, you know. But once, like, if imagine Disney starts handing out flyers and stuff like that at the Disney parks to hundreds, you know, to thousands of people to check out VeVe. Hey, download VeVe. It's free. You just need your card. You can start buying stuff instantly. These NFT collectibles, you know, are cool, and on top of that, they're limited, and eventually they're gonna have utility to be used in the park. Like, people are gonna buy those. I think that's the day we stop being early. Because I used to think that too. Like, at what day do we start being early? Is it like Omni to NFT? Is it VeVeverse? Is it Q system? Because now people that win drops a lot aren't going to be winning drops as much. Like, at what point does it stop being early? But I think once we start actively, or like I said, something like Disney starts like actively advertising VeVe, and we get a huge influx of people, I think that's when it stops being early. Do you borrow money from the bank to purchase these collectibles, or use your own money? I just use my own money. Honestly, I got really lucky early. on the app. I got a big drop and I sold it, got a lot of gems. I just learned to flip my way up to the point I'm at now, but I haven't put money into VEVE in months. Personally, I haven't put money in there. Superman was so easy to get off drop. Yeah, early days of VEVE, man. It's a catch-22. Every generation of VEVE users have their own issues, right? Now it's all about, well, back then, like early days of VEVE, people didn't even know like what VEVE was, if the company was even going to survive. You know, there was no FA tags. The box price on a lot of stuff was like actually pretty expensive. Like Todd was 80 gems. You know, like most of the time our box prices are always 60 and below, right? Like Disney 60, Marvel's 50. A lot of the independent artist stuff is, that can be kind of expensive too at times. Like sometimes we'll have independent artist stuff that's like 90 gems or for whatever reason. Yeah, but like just times were different back then. Like, you know, when DeLorean came out, everyone was like memeing on the DeLorean because it had 50,000 editions and people thought it was just trash and they're ruining the app. And all that stuff. So every generation's got their issues. This one, it's more like, I think the early days of VEVE, which is like there wasn't enough drops happening and there wasn't enough people on the app and all that stuff. But now it's like there's too many drops. Now there's not enough people on the app and we want MTL and this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing. So yeah. Morning from Australia, my golden moment, Wally. What are your thoughts on the market? Sometimes you got to ride the waves to reach the shore love the stream. True. Right now, I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm usually a really optimistic person. I'm getting more optimistic as we're going. It's probably because I haven't had my energy drink. Like I'm trying to drink coffee, but it's just like not the same as like an energy drink. So I'm not feeling as like bubbly and energetic, to be quite honest. Just drinking this dirt water to kind of help keep myself energized. I think the market's just going to keep going down until we get MTL. We're going to get small pumps here and there. Oh my God, Rewind logo's announced. Okay, if Rewind logo will get pumped. You know, oh my God, there's going to be another, you know, certain this drop. And then maybe a couple NFTs here and there will get pumped and like this will go down, right? Like when Pixar was announced, some of the golden moments went down, but like Wally and Pizza Planet Truck kind of held their value, so I guess that's kind of a pump, but not really. Like there's going to be certain things or announcements that like inadvertently, like I said, perfect example is comics and showrooms. Comics and showrooms will hopefully come out, hashtag soon, in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. But once that does come out, comics are going to go up 15, 20%, then go right back down 15%. So it's going to be very short-lived. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not trying to be pessimistic or spread FUD or anything like that. But based on the market sentiment, until we get MTL, people are just going to take profit at literally any chance they can get. It's always hashtag soon with VEVE, and people are tired of it. Yep. I'm sure why people are mad about prices. This isn't about, this is an app to make money. This is a collector's app. ETH whales cause prices to pump. But people got tricked into thinking you can make money. I don't think it was ETH whales. Are you talking about like during this time, TST me? In January? Is that, are you saying like ETH whales got trapped into pumping the market or something like that? No one would have ever guessed that, but it would be a Wall Street Bets move. Wall Street Bets like move if you borrow 20 grand now and invest it all. High risk, high reward. Not financial advice, of course. Yep. I bet there are some people that have done that, I would assume. Bought today's set. Hope it goes well long term. I'm sure it will. Like long term, again, long term is an arbitrary term. We're talking 3 months, 6 months, 6 years. I think if you hold it, I'm going to hold for at least a year. It's going to go up. Could be 6 months. Could be sooner. Look at Elsa. She's dropping big time. Honestly, never thought a golden moment would be under 200. I was wrong. Yeah, right? And that's the other thing, too. Like, the market sentiment right now, people are like, our golden moment's going to be limited. But ever since they did this drop, people know, okay, the floodgates of golden moments are now open. We're going to get 30 more golden moments, right? There's a very good likelihood. So I think that's why people are also heavily undervaluing golden moments right now. Oof, Sorcerer's Hat. 1,600 right now. Elsa at 1.1k. C3PO. Dude, this chart is sad. 1.5k. Dude, this is a fantastic time if you're a buyer. If you already own these NFTs, you know, it sucks to see. But if you're a buyer, this is a fantastic time. Lady in the Tramp. In the gutter. Donald the Daisy, 500 gens. Man, if I just waited a month and a half, if I waited 5 weeks, I could have bought 4 Donald the Daisies for the price that I got it, that were the price it's at now. Partner stature at 20k. There was one listing at 17, very briefly. Skateboard at 550. Wally at 420. And these prices are going to go back up. Like, it just doesn't make sense that these are so low for so long. It will get, some of these NFTs will get to the point where it's just like, it just doesn't make sense that they're so absurdly low. But yeah, I think people are just, they themselves are devaluing the golden moments when realistically, I still think the original set is the best, and some of them that do stand out, like possibly like Sorcerer's Hat, Elsa, Iron Man, C3PO, R2D2, I do think those ones will do really well. NFTs are meant to be an investment. Yeah, I would say so. Are going for tomorrow's drop? No, I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm just gonna sleep in, go work out, go eat, do something else. No financial advice, but grab 1 or 2 Spider-Woman's comic book. All right, let me see. Is it that pot? Are you talking about the Siren one? Is it at like 3 gems right now? Talking about this one? That's 6 gems. Are you talking about just this in general? Dude, the rare at 18 gems, 9 gems for a master collector point. That's pretty crazy to think about. But again, I'm not too, and that's another thing, master collector program, not really bought into that until they come out with a finished product. Six gems. Wow, look at all these. Yeah, this thing's gonna have to work pretty hard to go back up to box price. Sheesh. Chachi T, is there a reason why everything is dropping so much? Man, that is it's a long answer for a short question. Trying to figure out how to answer that. Let's look at Pizza Planet Truck. All this fun about the market down. This is a collector's app, meaning long-term. Hence, that being said, I see the market recuperating. Of course, Alex, I agree. It's going to recuperate a bit. I'm not saying the market is never going to recover or we're all fucked or anything like that. Like, it's going to be fine. It's just going to take a while, right? The real question is it going to take 2 months? 2 months, 6 months, 9 months, 2 years? Like, how long is this going to take to kind of go over, right? Or to kind of help like blow over at this point? Oof, I'm behind on chat. I'm gonna stand up too. I do need to stand up. Yeah, for some reason. So this is why, in case you're wondering, Chachiti, we had a massive pump in early January. I think this pump happened because of 12 days of VEVE. Someone mentioned earlier, like, oh, all the ETH whales got on and pumped everything. That might be part of it. Honestly, I think when you're visiting family for the holidays and you're one phone and you're one person on VEVE and you're seeing your brother, your sister, your mother, your dad, your uncle, your daughter, your nephew, you know, all this stuff, and you show this one person as VEVE and they show it to their other 5 or 6, 7, 8 family members. They all get on VEVE, they play the drops, it's fun and exciting, it's something to do in the morning, big name IPs, you see Steamboat Willie, you see Coca-Cola, you see all this stuff. Hey, this app's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden you just got 5 or 6, like one person just turned, you know, 1 or 2 people basically just got 3 or 4 more people onto the VEVE app. And that's a lot of money coming in. And then when you win these drops, they say, hey, you got that comment for 7 gems, right? That's $7. You're like, yeah. I'm like, and wait, you can sell that for 57? You're like, yeah, I just made $50. And they're like, cool. I think this is where the pump came from. Not just ETH whales, but literally when you like double the amount of gems. And they even said, VEVE even said, there was 50% of the gems that was purchased all of 2021 happened in December. So 1 month got 50% of the gems purchased roughly than the 11 months prior, which is crazy. That just shows how many people got on the app because of 12 days of VEVE, people seeing family and friends, more people getting on the app and all that stuff, which is why people are probably thinking, hey, like all these comics that are selling well, like all these NFTs are going to do really well, right? So people are just chasing pumps, and we have a lot of inexperienced investors too on the app where people just chase pumps like no other. Like things go up, people are like, oh my God, Spider-Man is pumping. It starts like settling down, and people are like trying to consolidate and sell NFTs to afford it. Then it pumps again. People are like, oh my God, it's going down. All right, now it's like people were chasing pumps, and people still chase pumps like no other. Like typically what I do is like, if something is pumping, it's gone. It's already too late. Like you might as well just go get something else. But sometimes people just keep chasing the pump, and they just cause the price to keep going up and up and up. So I think that's the main reason. Plus, after all this massive retracement, people started thinking, and this is probably what I should have thought too, like, all right, does it really make sense that someone's going to spend $1,800 for a, even though it's an ultra rare like Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, is that really a thing? Like, are people really going to jump on the app? Like, it got to a point where like everything on the app was hundreds of gems or multiple thousands of gems. Like, are people going to get on the app and spend this much for NFTs like at this point in time? Probably not for long term, which is why all these peaks lasted for a day, maybe 2, and they started going down. So just natural retracement. Once we got halfway through the retracement, like right about here, I would say early February, January is a really slow month for drops. Then once we got into February, I thought we did get some Marvel and some other drops, Marvel, Spider-Man Marvel, as well as lenticular cards. After that, market was still dropping. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe it's something else. I think it's actually MTL, because we started getting a lot of FUD about bots, you know, Ukraine crisis, crypto's crashing, hot chili peppers, Pokemon at the end of the month. Like people thought Pokemon might have happened towards February, because February 28th is Pokemon Day. So people thought we had Pokemon. Alfred Kahn made a Twitter account. Like so many things were just causing the market to just down. And I think right now it's just, everyone just got so caught up in it. Everyone is just selling off, and everyone is just, you know, there's just not a lot of reasons for the market to go up, right? So I think that's what happened. Was at first it was natural retracement, then eventually we had 6, 7, you know, I think we had anywhere between 12 to 15 reasons why the market was going down, and just kind of just dogpiled on. That's the long story short of it. That's just my opinion. And as of right now, there's no reason for the market to pump, to be honest. Yep, only normal for people to expect any kind of progress in like 4 months from a project that size. Give it time. Yep. And every constructive criticism isn't fun most times. It's people that love the platform want to see it succeed. But all of this false hope is also dangerous, in my opinion. I don't know about like false hope. Like, it's like, yeah, it'll work out, but you have to give it time, right? But also, like, VEVE is absolutely atrocious at communication, right? It's almost like they don't want to say anything that could cause FUD or this or that. And like, I think they've communicated much less over the last like probably like 4 months. I think because this whole year of 2021 like really was just like, holy shit, like we have way more people than we thought, way more stuff is going on than we thought. Like I think in a sense like they are in over their heads in some ways, just like they had no idea how successful the platform was going to be this quickly. And so I think it just caught them by surprise. So they're like way behind on deadlines. They do not want to admit any of it. I don't know, maybe that could be the case, or maybe they had these ideas of, hey, yeah, it's good, this will probably take 6 months, and then once they got halfway through it, they're like, wow, we need another 6 months, because this thing is way more complex. There's government stuff getting involved, and there's this issue, and we need to switch from Go Chain to Ethereum and this and that. Like it's way harder than they thought, I imagine. People like Dr. Profit don't go on daily and look at the market to see if their NFT went up 10 or 20 bucks or down 50 bucks. Their play is way different. Vision is way bigger. Yeah, I mean, not all of us have 6-7 figures just to like throw. To be honest, if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't be looking at the market either. But because people don't have as much money as they do, like, you know, a full, yeah, you get what I mean. So when things are down for them, you know, it doesn't matter that much because they got enough money to invest, you know. And that's the other thing too. It's like there is people like, well, look at the big guys. It's like, well, the big guys have 2 more zeros behind the end of their vault value compared to yours. It's like, cool, your thing is, you know, and it's this vault value is not correct at all whatsoever. This is just a random thing. It's probably at this point, it's probably in the low 5 digits, maybe. At this point, it used to be much higher, but now it's like in the very low 5. I'm surprised I don't even know it's in the low 5 digits at this point. It's probably in the high 4 digits. But regardless, you know, I think people that are super rich, it doesn't automatically make them experts, right? I always thought was, yeah, I'm trying to be too negative here, but it's like at the same time, like I'm not an expert either. I'm not saying I know what I'm talking about. Like not a lot of people could have seen this market crash, but like just because someone has a ton of money and they bought a bunch of Todds, does that make them an expert? They just said like, yeah, I saw a bunch of these were kind of low and it's the first one, so I just bought a ton. Like, yeah, if I had $1 million to throw in the app, I would have bought all the golden moments early November, December, and just bought them all. And then people are like, oh my God, you're so smart. Like, yeah, I just have a lot of money. I don't know what to tell you. And I stopped looking because I'm in this for the long haul. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Never borrow money on speculative purchases. Yeah. Yo, there's 150 people in here, 37 likes. Smash the like button for vibes. Yeah, I appreciate it. I know I'm being super negative, guys. I'm trying not to be, but we technically are halfway through the Fat 50. Once they're, yeah, right now we have 18 golden moments, so we still have a ways to go. Once they are all been gone, do you see more popping? I have no idea. Couldn't speculate. We the people wanted to make the same comment, but could not find the words without sounding salty. Well put, my friend. Also love the platform, but only want to see it thrive. I think so too. We stop being early when you can walk into work, mention VEVE to your coworker, and on your right and left, they say they've heard of it. That too. You see HRO in eroding VEVE market with it already on Immutable X? I don't know. I'm not really on the Immutable X market. I'm not really paying attention to, I don't know a lot about HRO, so I couldn't really comment on that. Josh, to be quite honest. I feel like in some ways they're almost like 2 different animals, right? In a way, like somewhat similar, but just different. Hit him at 209 Chippendale today. Let's go. Dude, that's awesome. Dude, I'm actually stoked for people that win drops, right? Like those are so hard, few and far between. There's a lot of bots and stuff that's still on VEVE. But that's awesome knowing. Nameless, I have a feeling that pretty soon VEVE is going to push for advertising after MTL. Possibly. That would make it more legitimate, right? Sometimes has to be said, Green Goblin is down. Everything is down, dude. We'll look at Green Goblin, see how down it's at. At this point, you can throw a dart at a dartboard of NFTs and be like, is this down? Yes, it is. It's actually, at least it's holding $300. I bought this for $880 back here. Because it was hovering around 1,000 for a long time, like a few days. Elsa 1.1K, yeah. Too many golden moments does dilute OG golden moments. So I think so, but eventually there will be a pecking order, right? Eventually there will be a tier list of some golden moments will be higher than others, right? It's not like all golden moments are equal. I do think Elsa and Iron Man, R2D2, C3PO, and Mickey Hat are still the top ones other than Walt. Pooh is Winnie the Pooh is probably up there, but it's not like I don't know, like Flounder and Sebastian is like on the same tier as Elsa. I don't see that. Does it dilute it a little bit? Sure, but I think the original ones and or the most popular golden moments will be the most sought after. So either the original ones or the most popular ones. Are you going to update your golden moments grid? I probably could. I might wait till, I think what I'm gonna do is wait till the end of next week, to be honest, or the middle of next week. I'm gonna wait till basically after the Wednesday announcement. If VEVE doesn't announce anything catalyst wise, you know, well, regardless, I'll probably still make a golden moments list, but are you as bullish on VEVE as you was at all-time highs, honestly? Now that I understand a bit more about the project, like I'm much more bullish on it, like long-term in a sense, like now that I understand like Omi and like the overall like idea of the platform and like more people getting into the app and like also just realizing how big Omi to NFT could be and all those other things, and like how big Omi could be. So it's not, maybe it's not so much stuff that's like directly VV related. I don't know. Like I still think my NFTs are going to go back up to their all-time highs at some point. It's not like, oh, I think my Green Goblin is never going to touch 800 gems again. Like, I'm not thinking that. Like, it's just going to take time to get there. But am I as bullish and as enthusiastic? Like, of course not. When I was at the all-time high, everyone's, you know, on cloud 9. Now everything is crashing. A lot of stuff is down, so. Make my Iron Man go back to 3K, please? Yeah, wish. These charts look like a reflection of the Omi chart. Yeah, pretty much. They kind of go hand in hand, right? And that's the other thing, too, why VeVe isn't doing great. I do think there was, when VeVe first started, I heard that Omi did have some utility, that you actually could either buy NFTs with Omi or you could sell NFTs with Omi or for Omi. I could have sworn that was actually in the app, like pretty early on. And that was actually like Omi had utility. So therefore Omi was going up. There was actually things you could do with it. But I think they removed it because they want to make Omi more of a security token rather than, not a security token, but utility token, right? I'm trying to remember the difference. So they actually had to remove that eventually. And then shortly after that, I do think Omi kind of crashed, as far as I know. But as of right now, like Omi has no utility. There's, you know, you can't, I mean, Unimmutable X, yeah, you can buy some stuff with Omi, but other than that, like there's no real reason to own Omi. How did they let this Electra go live? It's for real the worst thing out yet. Any chance they update it? Unlikely. Unlikely. I mean, maybe they could always update stuff later, but anytime soon, I just don't think they care to allocate resources and or funds to like fix Electra, even if they could. If we're talking about cheap, I wouldn't sleep on Miss Marvel. Like the comic? Also, I just need 1 second, guys, so give me a sec. All right. Sleep on Miss Marvel. Are you talking about the comic, Claudia? Yeah, I do think like Mystique could do well. She's not like a no-namer bad guy, right? Like, I feel like people do know. Whoops, go back here. Like people do know of Mystique. I think my only hesitation is that it's just not a top-tier comic. And that's the thing I used to do. To be honest, like back in the day, I used to always buy, you know, 1 or 2 comics of this. I would always buy 1 or 2 comics of every comic that came out. But eventually I got to the point I'm like, wow, I own like 27 comics. I could just sell all these and buy a lenticular card, or nowadays you can buy like a golden moment with that much, right? NYX Heavy Sleeper physical is worth about 1K, 9.8 grade for a relatively new comic. It did well in the comic world, right? So I bought 15 of the comments. I've already sold off 10. I kind of wish I bought more. But yeah, no, I agree. I do think this one is like literally as the golden moments were like pumping or like just doing their thing, like people were just buying up the floor of all of these. Like it's already at 10. People were just buying up the floor. I remember I looked over and it was at 9, then it was going up to 10, and then like the floor between 11 and 12 and 13 was like super thin. I'm like, wow, this thing is really moving. So I know some content creators that have a lot of these, and I do think it'd go a bit cheaper. I still have like 5 left. I kind of wish I, you know, held them a bit longer, but I don't know how fast or how hard those would pump. But I agree, Alex. Yeah, that's a very good comic to pick up. Hope your account is back over to 200K. Hope it wasn't a Walt pump. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should update this. Like it's my account. Like I don't even want to update this right now, like live on stream, but I wish there was a way I could hide this because everyone's like commenting on it. My vault value is not that high. So I'm not a whale. I'm not anything like that. My vault value is probably either very, very low 5 digits or high 4 digits right now, if I had to guess. ETH whales bought a ton of gems off app, and that's when they started to pump the market back in the January. There was tons of articles on Reddit about multiple groups pumping the VV market. Potentially, but I think it's more that a lot of people were just visiting family and friends and just hanging out, and that's what I did with basically my family. Like I showed my dad and his girlfriend, and then eventually, I didn't get to see my mom, but I saw some other people, and like basically like just me alone, me and my brother alone. Like we got like 3 or 4 more people on the app, and you times that by thousands of other users and people that see big name IPs and stuff that they like. So I'm not saying it wasn't whales, but I think it's a combination of all those things, and not just like it's just whales pumping everything. Definitely going to watch Reddit Player 1 tonight to boost morale. Yeah, that too. Who's going to be more valuable in the long run, C3 Pro, Superman? I couldn't tell you. Like it's like that's almost comparing apples to oranges, to be quite honest. Superman's a separate IP, solo drop. Doesn't seem to be any signs that there's going to be more Supermans, but if I was you, Nogi All-Star, I wouldn't sell anything. I know you're teasing the idea of selling something. I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, you can do what you want with your NFTs, but I don't know. Honestly, Superman's been treated like a B tier NFT the last like 5 months since I've been on the app, to be quite honest. Roger Dodger's dividends. I honestly wasn't planning on getting a golden moment because I didn't have a lot of gems, but ended up with a Flounder and Sebastian for 105 gems. Is that how cheap some of the golden moments are going for right now? Honestly, I have not even bothered to look. $307 for this. $330. Winnie the Pooh. Sub 300. Dude, how'd you get it at 105? Dude, that's awesome. That's a great snipe. If you got it for below 105. Where's Walt at? Is that 19, basically? What is Cogsworth going for? 120? That is crazy. Let's look at the lenticular cards. I bet you lenticular cards are just getting dumpstered right now. Just getting dumpstered. Let's see. Donald. 250. Goofy. Holding at 1K. That's actually really surprising. Daisy 150. Or Pluto 330. 140. Then a Mickey Mouse 170. 180. Let's call it 180. That's crazy. Solo. Great time to be a buyer, but if you hold them, it sucks. Mighty Doom looks good. Mighty Doom's actually doing pretty well, I feel like. Definitely feel for the people who bought in January. Yeah, dude, I feel so, like, I was gonna say sorry, but just feel bad for the people that did buy, like basically people that bought in like mid to late January or the last, basically at any time during February. Anybody that bought during that time, that is really rough. So let's look at Robin really quick. I'm just grabbing a random NFT so we can look at the chart, because there are some people that did join VEVE, literally like right here, right? They probably were just looking at VEVE. They were kind of like looking at the trends go up, like, oh my god, these things are pumping, and they probably bought. There's probably quite a few people that bought during, the second or third week of January, riding into the top. This is amazing, and then even at any point during February, it's less than ideal to buy, but no one knew this was going to dive or dip this low all the way back down to here. So I do think these December and November prices will hopefully be the absolute bottom of a lot of these NFTs, and it shouldn't go much lower. Do you think MTL turns this around? Yes, to be quite honest, yes. I'd rather have the market just hard crash. The real question is, once MTL comes out, all the people that want to cash out will eventually flip out. And now that big investors or big whales are actually going to see an exit strategy, like actual formal exit strategy, instead of 50 gems on the 50 cents on the gem, and now there's actually a way to cash out. I do think we could have some some big hitters come to the platform, and MTL itself will just give some legitimacy to the platform as well, because now there's actually an exit strategy. But I do think initially there will be a dip, a 15 to like 35, maybe 40% dip across the board. You know, the bad NFTs will dip like 40%, but some of the stronger blue chips, grails will probably dip like 15 to 20% at most. I could be completely wrong on that. The real question is, will that last for 4 or 5 hours or 4 or 5 days or weeks? Who knows? I do think there are quite a few people that have liquidated a lot of stuff and are just waiting for the absolute bottom. Right? I think people are just waiting for the absolute bottom, and they're going to buy up, and then it's going to be very, very unlikely that the NFTs are going to return to those again. So that's my take. So we're going to have a lot of people leaving VeVe, but we're also going to have a lot of people getting on VeVe too, I feel. Diamond on point. How are lenticular cards looking? Well, we just looked at them. They're not looking too great. They are pretty much... yeah. Daisy, Minnie, and Mickey are all below 200. Donald Duck's at like 240. Pluto was at 330, and Goofy's still at 1K. I'm actually surprised Goofy's like still holding its value like that high, to be honest. VeVe is sending vibes about VeVe. I love it. You were keeping it real. A lot of what you're saying I agree with. Please don't change. Yeah, I think that's been my sentiment, right? Like, I don't like to be just like blindly optimistic. Like, there's times where I'm excited about a certain announcement or thing that they're releasing, or about a drop or whatever. But right now, yeah, like there's just not a lot to get excited about. This Electro drop isn't helping either, but that is pretty funny. Are we still learning the VeVe market movement? Like, it doesn't run with Omi or crypto or other it does seem to run alongside Omi and crypto. Maybe not like other projects, but yeah, I mean, it seems to be running alongside each other. This was just a standalone thing. This whole pump was just a standalone thing that just didn't really follow crypto or anything like that. But this trend, this continuation trend, seems to be following crypto in a way. Is Lion King in the tier right under Elsa GM tier? So for me, A tier would be, so S tier in my opinion is Walt, and like very low S tier is like R2D2. Below that, high A tier is C3PO, Elsa, Iron Man, Mickey Hat. I do think given enough time, Donald and Daisy and maybe Winnie the Pooh will be like low A tier. High B tier, I have to like pull up the golden moments. Like, there's just so many of them. But to be honest, I do think Timon and Pumbaa, like all the rest of the doubles, are probably like in the mid range and like below that, to be quite honest. I'll have to make a new golden moments like layout drop list or whatever. I actually did one before, and it seems to be. Do you know my friend JJ? No, I don't. Appreciate vibes. He keeps it 100, keeps things in perspective. Other influencers just continue with Moon talk. Yeah, like, I mean, I keep the Moon stuff in the back of my head. Like, I know like super long term these things are gonna pump, but you also just can't be blind to the short term, right? You can't just look over the horizon and ignore all the thorns and pits and everything that's like between you and like the horizon or the hill over the, you know, the thing, you know, a year or 2 years from now. Miss Marvel's so cheap. Art is great in my opinion. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. That Spider-Woman SR is at 138. Good to get or not? Has to be the cheapest SR out there. Well, there's a reason for that, right? If it's the cheapest SR, there's a reason. With comics, I mean, just in general, first appearances are very, very important. And I've said it before, I don't know if you picked it up, Josh, but as of right now, I think the new thing I'm going to do with the market is I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything until maybe some comics here and there. If I find like, if I could do some dollar cost averaging on the way up or something like that, if I feel like something's undervalued or like severely undercut. But other than that, like I'll play the drops except for tomorrow. If it's a good drop, I'll play the drop. But at this point, like, I'm not buying anything on the app. Like, until we get more information about MTL, like, I'm not buying anything because all the market is just going to just keep going down and down and down. But no, I wouldn't buy it just because it's an SR. I do think some people put too much value on just secret rare, right? Well, it's a secret rare. Like, it should just be the most expensive. It's, it depends. Chris, what's up, dude? Do you think the SR Black Panther is better long-term than these new Golden Moment duos? Probably. I would say so, to be quite honest. I do think most of these ones were pretty low tier. I think the only ones that weren't like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Not Alvin and the Chipmunks. What the hell were they? See, that's the other thing too. Like, it's not Alvin and the Chipmunks. It's the Chippendale. I think other than Pooh, honestly, I think other than Pooh and Timon and Pumbaa, I think these are all like C or D tier, like C tier, like Golden Moments, which isn't that high. I'd rather just keep the SR Black Panther. If you're wondering, should I sell my SR Black Panther for the Golden Moments? I probably wouldn't, to be quite honest. But the only items that are holding some value during this gem squeeze are super low mint items with good IP. Kind of. I don't know. I think people just don't really update those prices. I could say the same thing about Fastos. Fastos is holding its value great. There's so many listings at 9.9 mil. I know what you meant, MD. Like, I'm just being sarcastic, but I think most people that have low mints just put up a price and they don't really look at it again. I don't know. What's the best thing to buy right now in regards to collecting MCP points? Rare comics. If you haven't heard of VEVE set list, I actually should have shown this. Go to this site called VEVE set list. It's like it's spelled on the screen, if it'll load today. So it's just vevesetlist.com, and this actually shows you which comics are the best gem for Master Collector points possible. I know it's weird. Some content creators love the idea of Master Collector points. Other content creators like myself, I'm not too bullish on it until I get more information, because if a lot of the rewards are just kind of like meh, or if it takes a ton of points to like buy tickets, I'm just like, whatever, I'd rather just invest in other stuff. So it really depends. But as of right now, Spider-Woman is the cheapest at less than 9 gems per MCP. Make sure you also follow the Master Collector point thing, right? So don't just stack 14 Spider-Woman number 31s, because after the first one, you lose 50% of your Master Collector points. So make sure you follow the Master Collector point list or whatever. MCP, don't they have it on here? Learn. VEVE Vision. I could have sworn they had like the article readily available. Did they really not have the article here for like the most recent? Oh no, there it is. I'm like, really? So this is the most recent Master Collector program, like update. So rare comics are 2 points each. After the first one, so the second rare comic you get 50% of the points. So that means you buy 1, you get 2, you buy 2, you only get 1 point, so you get 3 total. And then after that, the points become so little, you might as well stack the uncommons, because the uncommons you can stack an unlimited amount. Don't bother with low mint comics, in my opinion, at least if you're going for Master Collector points. It says if duplicate comic rarities, so rare, ultra rare, secret rare are held. Where is it? VEVE set list, comics. I'm sure I'm probably just reiterating all this stuff you already know, because there becomes a certain point where, wow, Spider-Woman, ultra rare is up here. But eventually, like, what I would do, if you're like trying to throw, let's say 500 gems at Master Collector program stuff for whatever reason, you'd buy 1 of each of these. You'd buy 1 this, 1 this, 1 this. You just go down the list until you get to here. Then you can just stack either Miss Marvels or Spider-Mans or whatever. Like, the prices are relatively close enough where you can kind of just stack a few of each or whatever. That's what I would do personally. That's the best thing you can do, because right now a lot of the Master Collector points for comics are like under 14 gems, but for sets of collectibles, that's just like not the case. The only one that kind of comes close is the Sunflower Grin special mission thing that we had released like a week ago. That's 14 gems, but after that, it just becomes way more cost effective to just get comics anyway. And I think it always has and always will be comics, but you never know until VEVE changes it. So I hope that helps. So yeah, VEVE Setlist is the name of the site for Master Collector points if you want to go for that. Me personally, I'm not going to throw any money purposely. I'm going to collect what I like, or what I like. I'm going to collect what I think is going to be the most profitable. And if that in whatever Master Collector points it gives me, cool. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to spend Master Collector points as of yet. I don't think you understand how big of a bag these ETH whales have. They have influence to move markets. I'm sure they do. I'm not discounting what they can do, but I'm not saying that's the only reason. DC is available on a different NFT platform as well. Interesting. I scooped up a Minnie Mouse lenticular, dirt cheap, 138, right? That's awesome, Alex. What do you think about Todd? Is it only popular in VEVE environment? Is it overrated? I've thought that before, to be honest. Like, are people that go on the app really going to give a shit about Todd? Like, the fact that it's the first, but now it lost one of the first because now it's not the first one minted on a blockchain and all that stuff. So I don't know. For the longest time, I've wanted a Todd. I think I don't want to say it's a bit late, but even then, I feel like I would still want to invest in other stuff. The only reason why I would want a Todd is because of community-based utility. So if you own a Todd, people are going to say, hey, we're going to throw a Todd party on either the VeVeverse or in real life. If you own a Todd, you can come in. That's the only reason why I would do it, because there's a lot of influential content creators or people or celebrities or this or that. Eventually, they're going to have Todd, so possibly. But even then, we're close to the bottom, in my opinion. This feels like capitulation. It could be. That's what I'm saying. We're really close. But there are some people, Christopher, like me. Like, honestly, like I said, I've only put a few hundred gems, you know, only a few $100 into the app, and I'm in the low 5 digits or high 4 digits, right? In my mind, and someone could just talk in their mind enough and they say like, well, I've only put 1,000 gems in and right now my vault value is 4K. I mean, I could still sell stuff literally at a massive loss and still make money if I wanted to cash out, right? So there could be some people that are more than happy to sell at a big loss, you know, or they might have bought Robin, let's say, at 136, but they might be all right with selling it at 75. Like, dude, that sucks. Like, I lost, you know, 50 gems, but it's a 50 gem lesson that's going to free up 75 gems for me to go for the next drop or Pokemon or this or that, like whatever it is. So I don't know. And that's another thing too. VeVe has a lot of inexperienced traders / investors. So a lot of them just do not make the smartest moves. Can't compare these new golden moments to the new ones will not see above 1K for a long time. I agree. That's what I'm saying, for a long time. Donald and Daisy, that's what I rank the tier list. And I put a huge emphasis on popularity, not so much mint numbers, to be quite honest. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time. Like I told people, I think a few weeks ago, or even, yeah, like a few weeks ago, I'm like, I do think Donald and Daisy could hit a top spot, like one of the top spots in A tier, but it's going to take like 6 to 7 months for it to get rid of all the flippers and all the people that have been, you know, quote unquote paper handing or whatever. Because, you know, the original golden moments have only been on the app for 5 months, I think, maybe a little bit more than 5 months. So Donald and Daisy and all the ones, they need time to get rid of people that got it at box price or low price and all that stuff. The original golden moments are so expensive because there's Disney first NFTs. Any other Disney NFT items are no different than the souvenirs you get at Disney World or in the store. There are a handful of NFTs that I do think could overthrow or do better than the originals. Darth Vader. I do think like a Simba, like other main characters that are extremely well known. Like, let me see. Like, if they did a Baby Yoda golden moment, you don't think that's going to do better than Pizza Planet truck or Iron Man or anything like that? You have any idea how big like Baby Grogu golden moment would be? Or if we did Wolverine golden moment or something like that? Like, there's still golden moments that exist that could still do better than in the originals. But I do agree, like, if they just keep throwing out, on average, they'll probably be, like, if they keep doing these sets of 5, there'll be one golden moment that could like maybe compete with the originals, but the other 4 are just going to be bottom or mid tier in my opinion. Patty stacks. Iron Man at 700. What? No way. Dude, this is nuts. Great buying opportunity, folks. Oof. Dude, if only we all sold in January and we just didn't do anything on the app for like 3 months, you know? Let's see. 750? Jeez. People are really just trying to like get rid of stuff. Did this guy like win it on drop or something? This guy had to have won it on drop. There's no way. Just trying to get rid of it. Come on. And that's the other thing too. There's still quite a few people that won this stuff on drop, or maybe there's quite a few people that bought these golden moments within the first couple days, because a lot of these golden moments were going for like under 700, 800 gems for a good little while. Damn, what to buy? Amira, to be honest, nothing. That's why I named the title of this video, or this stream. I honestly think in some ways the best move is just no move. Just wait. Because so far the way this trend has been going, and that's the other thing too, like I need to come up with a list, and maybe I'll make a list and share it with you guys, but let's say we are hitting the bottom. We don't need MTL, we don't need anything else. We're finally hitting the bottom and the market recovers by some miraculous reason, whatever it is. Maybe some ETH whales come in, they're like, all right, cool. We managed to find a way to crash the market all the way down to here. Let's just buy everything up now. So everything is recovering. And as long as you have somewhat your ear and eyes to the ground on like the VEVE market, like what I would do is look at the golden moments. All right, golden moments are pumping. What's the next thing? Probably certain DC characters, Spider-Man, and like lenticular cards. Okay, are those all pumping? Cool. What's on the next thing? Probably Steamboat Willies, maybe some of the FA Marvel Mighties. Okay, those are all pumping. I'd probably look at comics sooner than the list I just said. Like, and people always think like just golden moments or just lenticulars. Like, no, like if whatever you're chasing was pumping, like there's multiple winners on the platform. Like, it's not just like, oh, Bitcoin and Ethereum and that's it. Like, there's a lot of good NFTs to buy on the platform that could go up and do well, right? So in my mind, like if the market starts pumping and I'm a little bit late to it, I already have 25 to like 35 different NFTs in my head that I'm like, all right, I could buy these and it could go up in profit like quite a bit, and I could just buy them, right? It's not like, oh, golden moments have pumped, it's too late, I can't buy anything. Like, there's still tons of stuff to buy. You just go to the next thing, at least if you're kind of, you know, somewhat FOMOing into the market pump. Lecture will fail just like Storm. Woke safe versions nobody want to buy. VV scared of the cancel brigade. I don't know what you mean. I don't think it has nothing to do with that. It's just Electra just looks like shit. That's it. Look at some of the other 3D collectibles and tell me that it doesn't look like crap. That's nothing to do with any kind of virtue signaling or anything like that, honestly. Has nothing to do with that. The hell? Yeah, sorry if I'm behind on chat. Someone's just spamming the crap out of stuff. So I noticed the market, the bots dump high, mid, and low, and they get their drop and the market settles. They get their early listings. Yeah, maybe. Rare Electra will be lucky if it's above list price. I think so too. The animated Electra even looks awful. Rob Stuff, what's up, dude? Dude, were you the one that timed out that person? I appreciate that. I know I'm like really behind on chat, but is MTL out? What could be the reason for the sudden dip? Oh, what's up, status? Just watch my stream earlier. I'm trying to remember. There was a point where I did kind of give like a 5-minute explanation about the pump. You know, long story short, 12 days of VEVE. Everyone hears about VEVE. People say make money on VEVE. People put money into VEVE. It goes up super, super high. Eventually gets to the point where it gets ridiculous. It starts retracing naturally. We get halfway down. It starts retracing. Then the people are like, wait, what about bots? What about crypto diving? What about world conflicts? What about chili peppers? What about Pokemon? What about, you know, there's 10 or 15 reasons why the market kept diving after the retracement, and it's at this point now. So but MTL is not out yet. We have no official announcements. I do think this announcement that's coming Wednesday is going to be a very, very big deal, to be honest. If they give us no bullish information, we could expect this for like another month. Taking Winnie the Pooh, not financial, not fanatical advice. I know you meant financial advice, but I just wanted to read that out loud. Electra looks unfinished. I saw the comparison one from Twitter and I was like, what? Yeah, right? Hey, Rob, how's it going? MCP could be different for comic versus collectibles. They call collectibles separate. Keep an eye. There is a reason they comics separate versus collectibles and MCP. I think so too. Never invest more than you can lose. Not financial advice, of course. I think that is financial advice. Like, don't invest what you can't afford to lose. I think that is financial advice. I'll be willing to say that. There is a large $300 wall on Chip and Dale, Golden Moment with private accounts. Do you think bots? Maybe. Probably. That seems like a low price for a Golden Moment to me. Hey, Rob. Are you going to participate in the Electro drop? Big risk. Going below box price? I think so. Honestly, there's a very good chance the common and uncommon go below box. Rare might be a little bit above box price. I see the secret rare going for like 150, to be quite honest. Maybe 120. Hope you guys are having a great day. Get Rob on stream. Haha. Yeah, dude, I've been... unless he has Discord, I'm not using Restream or StreamYard right now. Because I just like this setup better. I don't know. Like, I've tried using... Like, the lack of customization options with StreamYard just, like, gives me appendicitis, to be honest. Actually, I should be like this, so you guys can see my dumb face for stuff. Also, I think I can move this over. There we go. It might go off the screen a little bit, but we can deal with it. I think it will take a year. We don't know. I have no idea. Like I said, so much depends on the announcement that that David and Dan have on Wednesday. Like I said, if they give us no bullish information, no updates, no formal dates or times or a roadmap, it could be like this for another 1 to 2 months. Yeah, dude, if you guys have money, if you guys can throw down some cash, some gems in the market, dude, now's a fantastic time to buy. I never thought we would see pseudo December / like November prices again, but we're getting there, dude. Like, it's definitely getting there. Todd is no longer the first Batman DC on blockchain. Content creators only reach a few thousand people and there will be millions on the app. I think Golden Moments will be the best items on the app, to be honest. I think so too. I do think it could be a niche thing. Yeah, it's kind of falling off the screen a little bit. Whatever, I'll just leave this here. Can I make this smaller? Let's go. Just make this small. You guys can still read that, right? Let's go. There we go. That works. Yeah, that could be the case. So that was a big selling point of Todd, that it was like the first Batman, the first NFT on VEVE, the first in the blockchain, the first, you know. But that seems, you know, one of the first has gotten more or less taken away. So also skateboard, Avenger logo, and Wally for baby Grok. Baby Grogu. Yeah, dude. Price predictions for Drew Gold Moments in 5 years? 1 million gems. Let's hope. Along with SR Spidey, Black Panther, other SRs of huge characters. I think they'll do very well too. It's just going to take time. You know, I'm not sure. And that's the other thing too. It's really hard to do a price prediction on NFTs that are like spawned or that are like, that came out during a gem squeeze, because we don't know the upper limit. Like, we've seen the upper limit of all the NFTs before the pump, right? So before January, so any NFTs that came out before February, we have a good idea like what their upper limit is and how popular it is and all that stuff. But since then, it's actually kind of hard to tell. Right now, the best indicator of NFTs that have done well during the gem squeeze are ones like Golden Moments that actually went up in price for the first like month, 5 weeks. Like, I think of the first 4 or 5 weeks of the gem squeeze. But even Golden Moments can't hold out forever, and then eventually it went down. And then I think the lenticular cards, they held their value for a while. They actually held their value for like 5-6 days, like almost a whole week, while literally every other collectible that's been released during the gem squeeze went up and then just immediately down within 2 days. So like, we just look at the indicators slightly differently, not like what's going up. It's almost like what is not going down. Like, that's almost an indicator. I sold a stack of X23 I grabbed yesterday for about double. Put that into the Cogsworth for 124. We'll see how it goes. Still holding a rare X23 for the long term. Yeah, hell yeah. I think the art looks okay. I really like the art of the original, like the common. To be honest, I love the art of the common. It definitely gives me like that art. It definitely gives me like Matrix / like Metal Gear Solid 1 like vibes and stuff. Oh my god, Hamoon! Thank you so much for the comic, dude. Holy moly. Let's go. It's almost perfect timing, right? Dude, you're getting rare? Rare X-Men? Uncanny X-Men? Let's go. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you. That's not what I meant to show. One too far. Market. But I really like that art. Like a ton. Let's just go here. That art looks really, really cool. Let me actually make it bigger so you guys can see. I really like that art. Like that, like kind of like that, like, it's like watercolor almost. I dig it. I dig it. Do you know a lot about technical analysis like Fibonacci retracements and trading patterns, etc.? I don't know much. Does TA make sense on these VEVE charts? Not. So I kind of know about those, to be quite honest. Like I don't know them that much, but I think try to do like a more formal market or like a crypto technical analysis on VEVE like just doesn't make sense. Like those other things don't have the thing where like a single tweet or an announcement is just gonna like crash the market. Like people are like, oh, buy this, it should be like retracing, and if we don't do this like little retest here, and this will go up, and this is a double top, and this is a bull trap, and blah blah blah. Like none of that stuff makes sense because, like I said, all it takes is a single tweet of golden moments. Everything is down. Single tweet, secret rare golden moment, or it doesn't even golden moment, but like secret rare Grogu, everything crashes. Everything crashes. Like it doesn't. Like like it's so arbitrary. Like I don't know. It's hard to tell. They are selling these for the new golden moments. They are bigger profit margin. Dude, another one? Dude, come on. Hell yeah. Sent you a giveaway? All right, we'll do a giveaway. Which one? One? Both? You sent me two. Oh, we got this one now. Awesome. Hell yeah. If you analyze the market with only 20 UR Steamboat, you move the price for, so Octavian, that's an interesting point you brought up. So let's do this. Let's actually look up Steamboat Willie. I think it's down here somewhere. I'm so glad I put up my QR code as well as where you guys can find me. You guys can find me at Fastos. 9999. If you guys don't know what that is, I might have to make the Fastos image or like the name bigger so it's easier to read. So here is, so there's a difference. It's not as easy as just saying, well, 20 listings later it goes up to 4 to 5k, right? Like that's technically true, yes, but once you get up to the point where it probably breaks 3k, you're gonna have a lot of people start undercutting like right away. So unless you could basically have those 20 listings disappear within 15 minutes, people are going to immediately start showing up and undercutting. Like people are going to come out of the woodworks trying to undercut, right? So when it says 20, it's more realistically probably like 35 or 30 or 29 or whatever it is. So unless it happens immediately, like it just jumps up. And even if it did jump up to 4k, people would just immediately start undercutting, because you know what you could do with 4k? You can buy like 12 of the new golden moments, right? People are always comparing what they have to what's left on the market, right? If altogether now Mickey was the absolute best NFT to get on the platform for 4k, it would be at 4k, but it's not. There's other things they can get. There's other things that people can stack that they would prefer to have. So that's why I think a lot of people are selling their lenticular cards, not because lenticular cards are bad. It's because there's golden moments that are less than lenticular cards that people would rather have. That's it. It's not like lenticular cards are terrible. It's just, why am I holding this Donald lenticular card when I could just sell it and get Winnie the Pooh or Timon and Pumbaa, right? Right now you can move the market all you want. The sentiment is bearish, pretty much, for the most part. Common, uncommon, still a darn good stacking opportunity. My opinion. Got to get that my opinion in there. Yeah, I feel you. I did stack quite a bit. Most of them were below 9 gems when I bought, but yay! Sup, everyone? What's up, Palace? Palace B-Lit. Save money for 4th May Star Wars. Yeah, May the 4th. Roger Dodgers dividends. Selling my SR Avengers. 80, way below other listings. If anyone has gems, burning a hole in their pocket. Yeah. Aston Martin went under retail? What? No way. It should be coming up here soon. Or is that at the very bottom? RIP. Dude, it's such a pain in the ass to go to the... It's getting... Or no, it's right, actually right here. Is it really below retail? Wow, dude. These were 307, remember? On drop. Says right there, list price. I know it's kind of hard to see, but list price 307. And this one's going for 305. I mean, even at 320, it's a crazy price. Shh, Claudia. Battle Croc. Some people love that drop. Let's go, VV vibes. What's up, Kobe Collects? We're about to do a giveaway. What should we do, Hammond? It's your thing. I've been doing what's it called? Like trivia, like VV trivia, but it's kind of hard, right? With this many people. Why is Todd not first? Are content creators hiding this, or they just don't know? Well, we just found out relatively recently that the HRO hybrid NFT physical cards or whatever were technically printed on the Ethereum blockchain first. So that's just one of the ones. So Todd is still the first Batman on VV. It's the first NFT on VV. But what they used to say is Todd is the first NFT slash Batman slash all that stuff, first DC on the blockchain, but that's not the case anymore, technically. Then it kind of calls into question how important is really being first on the blockchain rather than being the first ever versus being just cool. Like the Todd statue just looks awesome. Pixar Trek is the first appearance of Toy Story. I think people forget that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, like first appearances of like IPs and stuff is important. But I don't know if people can make that connection. I think people would rather just buy Woody than just buy Pixar Trek, just, you know, just cause. That's awesome, Sat Gaming. Those are really, really good pickups for those prices. Think too, just to cheer some people up. Awesome. Always pay attention to the auctions. That too. Things picked up the Iron Man when you called floor. Yeah. What's the likely of Pooh getting through 5 to 6 pages of 269? I don't know. Probably take a while. Or it could all get mass delist. That's another thing too. They could just mass delist it to like really pump up the price, and they just like relist their Poohs for 330 or something. Well, this is starting to look like a flash crash. Could we start becoming concerned? No, I wouldn't say so. I'll get a your Asron for 200, no doubt. Yeah. Well, I feel like we all look back at this time in the future and be like, damn, I miss those times. Exactly, right? Exactly. So, what's up, Kobe Collects? We're actually going to do a quick giveaway. Let's do a, what's it called? Let's do a trivia thing. Let's say this. Let's do a trivia. Try and find a way to like make it fun. I need some gamification. Yeah. Nightwing at 900. WTF? I haven't really paid that close of attention to Nightwing, to be honest. I know that's an old school collectible. It's like super old school. A lot of the OGs like that one. I don't know, I honestly haven't paid that close attention to it. Let's see here. Let me see something. This could be really interesting. Oh my god. Yeah. I removed him or timed him out or whatever. Should be good. It's a gamification night. We can add 100. Even if HRO mints a flash first, it will still be FA on VEVE. The FA is a VEVE app tag. It's up to public and markets. Yeah, that's what I figured too. Could take years for people to figure it out. Only the comics are good unless the NFT JPEG get utility. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it needs utility, right? Like, does Walt need utility to be valuable? I don't think so. I don't think any of the Disney stuff needs utility. People are like, what utility could Disney bring? Like, they could, but they don't need to. Popularity will win over time. Nightwing was 1.4 yesterday when I checked. Yep. I don't know, this whole Todd ship of thesis argument seems silly. It's still just... It still has 2020 metadata. We know when the collectible is released. HRO doesn't have the first Batman NFT on Ethereum anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of just saying what I've heard. So, which are your top NFT metaverse projects aside from VEVE? Just out of curiosity, just VEVE. I haven't really looked into other projects. I don't really have the time. I don't understand like the whole MetaMask wallet, all that stuff, gas fees. I kind of just avoid that. Like all that stuff honestly just sounds like a headache. That's why I kind of just avoid it. VEVE's been my first and only project so far. Well, I did buy one of the 8 premium packs from HRO. So I want comics to dump. So more so I can reload everything I sold off. Yeah. Damn, Todd at 5.2. Yeah. You advertise hot girls and boys. I don't know. What happened to Citron drop? I don't know. F1 soon. F1 would be rad. Season starts this weekend. Interesting. Huh. Damn. Thought I had a really good like, what's it called? Maybe it's here. Damn. Thought I had a really good thought I had a really good like question thing. Is it back? What the hell? So my Todd at 9.6, bought at 1.6, overpriced JPEG till they get utility in it. Comics to me have utility and being able to read it. Okay. I mean, so like putting in an AR and all that stuff isn't utility for collectibles. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, right? Which golden moments did you pick up from this morning's drop? Only Timon and Pumbaa at 300 gems, so I bought it way too early. Tara McPherson to the moon. Sold partners at 37K. To me, even partners better come with some utility. A good value soon. More up in price. I'm loading up. Recent Marvel 1 sold for 2.8 mil. Yeah, I think it's kind of a general consensus that Marvel 1 is the best one, right? One day I do need to come up with some trivia stuff for... I do need to come up with some trivia for VEVE. All right, trivia question time. This is for a giveaway. This is for the... Let's do the common first. So this is for the common. Come on, work with me. This is for the Uncanny X-Men common first. Uncanny X-Men, where the hell's the name of it? Number 96. The Cyclops looking one eyeball thing. This one, sorry. Hello? Oh, I guess it disconnected? What the hell? I think it disconnected on accident. Let's go. There it goes. So this one. Give it away this one. So be ready. It's a trivia question. It's Marvel related. So be ready. My question is, and you guys better be ready. People wanted low prices. Now everyone wants high prices. Exactly, right? You're pointing at them. It's never good enough, right? It's never good enough. How many Marvel Mighties are on the app? First person to say the correct number gets it. And I'm going based off of my chat, not your chat. So say what it is, but if you think your chat came up first and I didn't say your name, it's because you weren't first. Yes, when AR glasses and such come out, it'll be easier to see. Yeah. Any guesses on the news and the upcoming recorded thing? I hope they just let it all out. Who's gonna watch Morbius? I haven't seen it or heard of it. Or I've heard of Morbius, but I haven't seen it. Trivia, yep. I don't think Disney have gotten... Let's see. No one's gotten it yet. Oh, we got a winner. We got a winner. Wait, no, actually we got Watch. Watch said it first. I'm just double checking. Watch said it first. So you guys can stop guessing. Watch said it first. Let me turn this off. Let me turn this off. Nope, that's not it. There. So this is what I see, by the way. The answer was 27. And so this is what I saw. So 18, 32, 13, wrong. Still wrong. I thought it was Patty Stacks, but actually Watch Me Pray was the first one to get 27, which is the correct one. Congrats, sir. Not that one. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Wrong one still. Awesome, man. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter, which should be here. I'm like so disorganized. So my Twitter handle is just VV_vibe. So just add me on Twitter or just send me a private message, whichever is easier for you, and I'll get that over to you. Congrats. Where did that go? It's over here. Watch, is it Watch Me Pray? Watch Any Pray? Not sure what that is. My partners again, if it gets lower than 12K, I think I am staying away from the JPEG NFT. I don't know that I would consider reading the comic sort of utility people talk about when they say an asset has utility. If all you want to do is read the comic, you can do that for free online. Pretty much. I agree. Like isn't there services like you can read every comic in existence for like $5 a month or $10 a month or something? Bought 10 Spider-Mans, 5 Marvels, etc. to start dipping toes, but I really would like another 20% lower prices before I buy. But you're right, Claudia. I agree. Go back here. So congrats. Now I want to shoot this over to you while I can. Too much. 24 Marvel Mighties. Not yet. Congrats. Congrats. Yes. No, wait, it's 27? Yeah, we have a lot. Pre-recorded AMA was done, so they don't have to keep getting the same questions they get each week. True. It wasn't Patty Stacks on my end. Well done. I want a recount. Never! Yeah, it's 27. It's quite a few. Let's go. Did I get the addition? So I'm just looking up something really quick. Okay. I think I got you here. Wonder if that's the case. A service like Netflix for $5 makes these NFTs worthless then. However, from what I've seen, it seems like they're not adding rare comics to the service like Marvel 1. Okay. I think when brain-computer interfaces becomes consumer grade and then you live as characters in their storylines, possibly. All speculation, but sounds more fun than watching some random stuff on screen. Collect tangible comics instead. Yeah, I don't know. Did you add me? I want to make sure you're like the right person. I don't know. Just let me know if you've added me yet. Watch any Prey. So waiting for you to add me. In the meantime, and if you don't have a Twitter, we can figure something else out. But let's see. Let's turn that off. Yeah, I mean, long term, guys, like I'm still very optimistic about VEVE. Just right now, I just kind of wish that VEVE would be a little bit more open with the communication that they've been saying about a lot of stuff, like MTL and Q System and Master Collector Program and all those other things. Just kind of get at least like a rough timeline. Because I think right now, honestly, a lot of people are just waiting out for MTL. Marvel Comics gave away this Spider Truck comic the other day on VEVE. Interesting, or whatever it was. Yeah. People talking about utility, it's okay. Yes, if it has utility, it'd be fine, but we're just buying low and selling high to the last users and those who think it will go even higher. Somewhat. It's also a long-term investment, right? Just kind of just depending on whether utility is being added. VEVEverse, there's a lot of stuff that are going for like the NFTs, so if you view it that way, like that's fine, but sending you a comic for giveaway. NYX, thanks fella. Dude, M, thank you so much for the super chat, and this person is back. How big do you think Winnie Golden Moment can go? At the moment, it reminds me of early stages of Star Wars GM. I think low A tier, gonna be below Star Wars and all that stuff. How do I just like ban this person? All I can do is like put them in timeout. I think that works. I don't know. People still think MTL is coming soon when VEVE can barely put together decent looking NFTs for Elektra. I will say it's more about like they can't even put comics in showrooms yet, you know. And I do think a lot of the stuff they do is outsourced. So it's a lot of the quality controls, you know, in certain aspects are maybe kind of lacking. I don't know. Do you think the best items are already on the app? No. Still got Darth Vader. We still got anime. We still got Pokemon. We still got a lot of big IPs that have yet to hit the app potentially. So we still got time. I do need to come up with like a better giveaway system, to be honest. But dude, thank you so much, M, for the comic giveaway. Dude, it's at 14 gems right now. What the heck? Let's go. NYX, pumping like no other. All right. So we're giving away this, which is at 14 gems right now. Hell yeah. Send that. More gem squeezes then. I have a comment and a rare. What should I do? Sell? Are we talking a comic, an NFT? Did you buy it at fuller price or box price? Like how old? It depends on a lot of stuff. Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. Still waiting for you to add me, sir. Watch me. You won the collectibles, so I don't know if this is you, because someone did add me on Twitter, but I don't know if it's you. So I just want to double check. Of Disney, pay it forward for all your hard work. Awesome. Appreciate it, dude. Today's golden moment. Retail. Yeah. Let's see. Let's do another trivia question if I can even remember. We are giving away that that NYX though. Another trivia question. It's kind of tough. I came up with some like pretty interesting ones before. Let's see. All right, how about this one? How many, another number thing, it's by independent artists. How many, it's by a recent independent artist. How many weapons are on the weapons rack, including doubles? So there is a weapon that's doubled up. You have to count that too. How many weapons are on the weapons rack? How many weapons are on the weapons rack? I'll even give you guys a hint here after it's been a while. Patty Stacks got it. 11. Bat, wrench, saw, knife, hammer, brass knuckles. Was that tire iron, handcuffs, crowbar, and then 2 of the tear gas grenades, which is 11. So close. Y'all were close. But Patty Stacks got it. It went Jake, then Lincoln, then Mendez, then Swoop, then Journey, then Patty Stacks. Gabriel was like really close. He was the next one on my list. Let's go! Congrats! All right, add me on Twitter if you guys haven't seen. For the giveaway, just add me on Twitter. Send me a personal message. Yeah, send me a DM, and then we'll go from there. Let's go! Patty, quick draw. Trick question, handcuffs aren't a weapon. How many things are on the thing? Off time drive every time with the trick question, dude. It can be used as a weapon if you really want it. Anything can be a weapon if you want to. Hell yeah. All right, next one. Hide this. This is funny. Yeah, it's kind of silly, right? And you have to be kind of quick on the draw too. So what's next? Thank you for the follows, guys, by the way. Everyone that's been following me on VEVE, that's awesome. We still have that rare comic to give away that Hamoon gave us earlier. Hamoon! It's this one. If it'll let me pull it up. This comic. Rare. Going for 20 gems right now. That's solid. That's a solid comic right there. I'm gonna have to make this one maybe like a 2-parter or maybe a interesting question. VEVE. The what? I didn't even read what's up here. Bruce also invented 3D AR NFTs 13 months ago. I got the common and rare golden moment today. I don't know if I should sell. I waited on my lenticular card and now it's down by a lot. Honestly, if you didn't sell it immediately, maybe now might be a little bit too late. I don't know. But as long as you got it on drop, you'll be fine. Not very familiar. Okay, if you're not familiar with if you're not very familiar, as long as your name is like the same thing on Twitter, ooh, you can add me on VEVE. Fastos, if you go to Fastos at 9.9 mil, I'm there. So as long as your name on VEVE is the same as like this name, I could add you and just send you the thing there as well. Dude, what is... I think it's like a different name each time. But I'm also like clicking remove and hide user on this channel and report, and like nothing is working. Hot girl is back. Yeah, dude, we got to keep it interesting, right? Silly stuff. Hot girl is back. Hell yeah. Patty stacked. Let's go. Come in. In the meantime, let me look up the next let's see here. Could be another hot girl. Yeah, you never know. Evada for Kenobi series, that would break the app. I could definitely see something like that potentially. Let's do this. All right, when is the video update from Dan and David, please? Do you know? As far as I know, it's Wednesday. This Wednesday coming up, so 4 days from now. Because what's today's? Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, like 4 days from now. Let's see. All right, this one's a little bit more nuanced, but you guys can definitely find this information. So this is a trick question. It's actually not even a trick question. It's just a straight up answer or question. This is a season 1 collectible. It's not DC, so that'll help you. So it's a season 1 collectible. It's not DC. I'm going to give you guys some time to look it up on your app. VVFA Riley Reid confirmed. Yeah. You guys hear about what that one porn star did? Like that NFT thing that they did? Honestly, don't know how to send a DM. It's okay. If you can add me on okay, cool. I got you now. Don't worry. All right. We're going to do this giveaway first. So, season 1 collectible, not DC. If any of you guys, and there's actually 3 answers technically, what's another nickname for Slimer? What's another nickname that Slimer has? Slimer is also known as blank, blank, and blank. You just give me one of the 3. Doesn't matter. In case you guys don't know which one I'm talking about, it's this dude. Actually, I kind of gave you the answer right there, but whatever. Yeah, I heard about that. Goo? Nah. Gabriel got it. I think he just rewinded. Nah, that's my bad. Goober Brains? Onion Head? Daniel. Gabriel got it. Green Jelly? Green? Brains? Goober? Onion Head? It's Onion Head. Gabriel got it. It says right there in the description. V just pulled up Slimer. Slimer is also known as Onion Head, Little Spud, or the Green Ghost. Made of pure ectoplasm. I don't know if I wanted to ask ectoplasm, like what is Slimer made of, or another nickname. Onion Head, oof. That was a bit of a harder one. I also kind of showed the answers. That's my bad. But regardless, Gabriel was paying attention. So you get that comic, sir. Awesome. Add me on Twitter. Let me handle... Jason, I got you. Don't worry. All right, let me do this. Still showing this? No. All right. Hell yeah. This might take me a minute, guys. I'm trying to send 3 different comics to 3 different people. So just give me a sec here. So this first one, you got the... Oh, dude, no, this is... Wait, what did you send me? We want to make sure I got this right. Oh no, this is an uncommon. Okay. You actually won the uncommon variant. Patty Stacks, congrats. That took me a sec. I'm like, wait, why do I have 2 of these? And dude, it's a low mint too. 3,142. Hell yeah. Dude, we got some people giving away some like pretty low mint comics. Dude, that's like a what? Like a 9.1 on the rating scale? You're gonna have to give me a minute. Let's go. Patty Stacks is now set up. Let's see. I'm gonna set up our other fella here. Let's see. Yo, sorry if I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm trying to send comics right now, so I'm like thoroughly distracted right now. I apologize. Hello? Catch it? There you go. Let's go. And we got our other boy set up. No, 9.4? What? What are you doing giving away 9.4? That's like $2 million. What are you doing? And then who's the last person that I need to send it over to? Gabriel, dude, I really like your profile picture. Sick profile pic. Then the other one I'm giving you is the... What was it? I thought it was the rare... What the hell was the other thing I got? There it is. Okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to go that far. Hold or sell Winnie. Honestly, I've not looked at Winnie the Pooh yet, so just give me a sec while I figure this out. I'm like gonna be really behind chat, but I need to get this going. Gabriel, give me your QR code. Sounds good. In the meantime, we'll do this. Let's scroll up here. Does this have the new golden moments on it? It should. Maybe not. Not yet. I don't see it on here. Maybe put up duos. I don't think Winnie the Pooh's on here yet. Interesting. Winnie the Pooh's not even on here yet. All right, let's switch back to here. Give me a sec. I think we might have this figured out. Let's go. Transfer, yes. My roommate's dog is going nuts right now. Let's go. All right, that's the last one. Why is this not showing? Did it again. I don't know why this disconnected randomly. There it is. Let's go. Successfully transferred. All right, cool. Hell yeah. Dude, thank you so much to Hamoon, as well as who was it that sent me something? Hamoon and someone else sent me something. And M. Thank you so much. You guys were awesome. You and the other person. I'm gonna be really behind chat, so I apologize. Let you guys know. Congrats, congrats. Lil Spud sounds like a rapper. It is a rapper. Lil Spud. Congrats. Let's go. Hell yeah. Muncher. Ooh. What price will you buy Electra at? 10 gems? Probably 3. That's probably, even that might be kind of risky. Electra's material for giveaways? Yeah, dude, that is pretty true. Money she's paying us? Yeah. That is very true. Murmacoro Perlina mint 850 for 56 gems. Go grab it. I don't know. Cool. Go grab if you can. Trouble missing on Twitter. I think we got it. We're all done. Thanks for streaming. It's helping my VEVE Xanity. No, I'm not. Dude, we're all in the same boat. Dude, so much of my shit is down right now. You guys want to see something disgusting? I have a few things that are... You guys want to see some of my disgusting purchases? If you guys think you're alone? All right, I'll show you a couple. Let's see if I can find one. Here's a gross purchase. Floor price, 64 gems. You paid 240 gems. For Spider-Man Marvel Mighty. 240 gems. Floor price is 64 right now. What else? I don't want to show you guys my whole vault. I don't want to show you guys all the goodies. How about this one? Donald and Daisy. Floor price 488. You paid 1900 for Donald and Daisy. That's nothing. I can beat that. Yeah, some of you guys are going to be able to beat me for sure. Here's one. Here's another one. You paid 4,400 gens. Floor price 1565. So I paid triple the price. If I just waited, more or less, triple the price. Yes, sir. Oh, here's also another gross one. You paid 800. Floor price 275. Let's go. Let's go. Do I have any more? Oh, yeah, of course, this one. I even waited on this one. Green Gobbo. 787. It's at 310 right now. Let's go. That hat is pretty bad, though. Yeah, it is. 2.7. Okay. Yeah. Yup. I still have my 6K gems for holding for 1 month. Dude, hell yeah. Just hold. I would hold until any kind of MTL announcement. I sold my Killer Croc for 2,000 gems on drop. I still pray for that buyer every morning. Oh my god. When you're praying for someone else, I got Batman for Killer Croc for 1,700 on drop day. Dude. Okay, that is the most egregious, like, that one, if it keeps going, if it drops below 200, we're talking like an 85% drop in price. That hat is pretty bad though. Oh god, Hot Girls is back. Hot Girls is back. I need to put that timeout on like 8 years. I don't know what, I've tried everything. I've like, no matter what options I pick, it doesn't work. Like, look. Whoops. Like, no matter what options I pick, like, when I click report, remove, put user in timeout, or hide message, like, none of that helps. Like, they just come back. It's unstoppable. There's too many of them. Too many bots. Why can't VEVE bots be that fun? None of the VEVE bots are that fun. What could be the announcements they are saying is coming up soon? Hopefully MTL. Hopefully Q system. Though what I would like to hear is just a rough outline. I don't care if it's happening sooner rather than later. I would just love to hear at least a rough like timeline of MTL, of Q system. Omi to NFT, I think we already know it's going to be a year out. They kind of said that last AMA or like 2 AMAs ago. It's going to be like a year away or like by the end of the year, something like that, which probably means like mid Q4 or like late Q4. It's talking like end of November, or like maybe sometime in like December. What else? Those are like the big ones I kind of want to hear about. MCP program, I think is another one, like Master Collector program. That one too. How did you FOMO that bad for that hat? So what happened was, and I think you guys already know this story, FEFA change came out. FEFA change came out. I did a video covering it. You guys can watch the video. I go over the article. This was like 2 or 3 hours after the article dropped. So I did a video covering it. Hey, look at the FEFA changes. This is crazy, blah, blah, blah. I look over it. No golden moments are on that article. I'm like, cool. Maybe they don't think golden moments fit under the FE tag or whatever it is. I didn't see a skateboard. I didn't see a Pizza Planet truck. I didn't see a Mickey hat, anything. Cool. I look at the golden moments. I always knew Mickey hat was pretty high up there. And I remember like before, like the whole R2D2 and C3PO pump, like the Mickey hat was number 2 for like a long time, like for a good amount of time. And so I saw Mickey hat was at 4.4K. And the next highest above that was like 4.8. I mean, this thing was discounted by like 10%, a little bit more than that. I'm like, dude, I could buy this and instantly flip it. This is great. It's not on the FEFA tag thing. I think a lot of the other NFTs are going to get dumped and people will hopefully buy into this, whatever. That's what happened. So I ended up buying that hat probably about 10 minutes after I did my article video thing or whatever. And I noticed the price is dropping. I'm like, what's going on? And I go in Discord, and people are talking about, of course, the FEFA changes. And this is like an hour or 2 after I purchased it. Probably I think it was like 2 hours after. And I noticed like the hat is dropping. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, dude, why is some of the golden moments dropping? They're like, oh, it's because the FE changes. I'm like, no, none of them are on the list. I just did a video on it 2 hours ago. And they're like, we'll check again. And I look and I'm like, wait, why is golden moments now on the list? So that like VEVE actually just added golden, they forgot about golden moments. They didn't tell anyone that they forgot to put them up or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know. That was it basically. That VEVE didn't even basically VEVE forgot to put up the golden moments in the article initially. So basically the article was incorrect for like 4 or 5 hours. And I think they even added some other NFTs too to the list that they forgot to put initially. So later I did do a video calling them out for that. Not only the FEFA changes, but I'm like, dude, if you guys are going to like put out an article that's going to make like wide sweeping changes and it's going to like make the market flip on its head, like you guys need to make sure like that information is like, that shit is correct. Because people are basically buying NFTs. People are basically making purchasing decisions within seconds, minutes of when you guys release an article. It's back! Nah, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. So yeah, that's how I got caught up. I basically, obviously wasn't lied to by VEVE, but they had their information correct. I made a purchasing decision because there was a huge gap on the floor. You know, Mickey hat was always pretty good in the past. It dodged the FE tag. Cool, I'm good. And then 2 hours later, it starts dipping and I'm like, awesome. And then shortly after that, like a week or 2 later, then they did the Golden Moments announcement for Lady and the Tramp and Donald and Daisy, dipped even more. And I'm like, great, this is just exacerbating the fact that it's an FE. So people are already being like, this is trash. And they're like, oh, more Golden Moments that are both FAs? This is even more trash. So people started really dumping it. So yeah, that's basically what happened. It's getting hot in here. Yep. I play blockchain games and all the money goes straight into gems. I need to stack 1,000 gems for the next drop. Interesting. Would you sell a Goofy to complete the Golden Moments duo set? Could you do that? Could you get the whole set for under 1,000? That's nuts. What blockchain games, Claudia? Problem is we've been getting rough outlines that end up being very rough. Yeah. Wonder what the holdup on MCP would be since we're already accumulating points. Seems like that might help a little releasing it now. I think so too. The chart on that hat showed red flags. Might need to spend more time learning how to recharge, potentially. Rip VEVE, read on Discord Disney would make 11 series. By who? Or by whom? Trash. There'll be more golden moments for sure. Oh yeah. Some random on Discord. Oh, cool. Sounds legit. VEVE doesn't care about the secondary, even though there's money to be made on fees. But does any go to VEVE? I think a portion goes to it. I don't know the specifics about like the fees and how they work out and all that stuff. So let me see. What was it? What was I looking up? Interesting. Not a mint number, right? Course golden moments. I need my gold Simba, right? So when did this happen again? I don't remember. Nah, that's not it. Let's see. The YouTuber VEVE price prediction just came out with his price prediction video for Electra. About to watch it. Super curious what he says. Yeah, I honestly never heard of him before. I watched this video randomly like last night, or I think it was 2 days ago, about, or it was last night, about the today's golden moments. And you know, I don't know how far off he was on some of them. I honestly don't remember the price predictions, but I have to watch it again. But this one, I think, yeah, common and uncommon or below box. Rare might be hovering around box, and then the secret rare is going to be like 150. I honestly think like 150, or maybe 120. You being more time on VEVE, does MCU films, Disney series have an impact on prices? Not really. I've noticed, not really. We thought that like, you know, the Spider-Man movie or the Batman movie would impact prices. Not really. Disney's going to keep pushing golden moments until their licensing deal ends on Disney, create their own platform, same way they did with Disney Plus, use Netflix as a crutch. Disney knows what they are doing. Yeah, that's a good call. I think so too. Yeah, because I just pulled up the, where was it here? Because this is the hat. Because I bought it, I think, right about here. Because on the 10th was the day they did the FE-FA change, right? So I bought it up at 44 something. So right around here. And of course, these amounts right here, it's not technically, it's not 100% accurate because sometimes the changes day, or like there's some prices that maybe just isn't taken into consideration. Then right when the article came out, huge nosedive, FE-FA change, and it actually recovered a bit and then went right back down. Because I bought this on the day that they made the announcement, which is why I see a huge dive. and it actually went back up. I feel like it didn't go back up to 4.4. Maybe it did temporarily, but again, you know, it is what it is, and I thought it was recovering, and then it just, when they did the second announcement of Golden Moments, that's when it really just took a nosedive. So just been holding it since then. But again, just like, I mean, you can look at certain market trends, but again, all it takes is a single tweet, single article. Everything just falls off the face of the earth. Things are looking super bullish. Things are looking great. And all of a sudden, single tweet, by the way, we're making these changes, or, hey, we're releasing more Golden Moments, or whatever it is. Like, that's all it takes. And things just nosedive from there. So. Where the hell am I? There it is. Yeah, I'll be getting off pretty soon. I've been streaming for, geez, over 3 hours now. I thought we were getting a little bit closer to, like, thought it was like 2 hours. If you can do whatever, I'm holding everything as long as I can. I'm still up exponentially. Haven't bought gems since August. Hell yeah, Josh, that's awesome. Do you think there will be more Golden Moments within a franchise? For example, another Marvel Golden Moment or another Star Wars Golden Moment? They'll probably exhaust the other IPs first and then go back to some other stuff. I think it makes sense that like Disney wants to like put out all their feelers, or just like all the IPs and characters possible first, because they want to have like almost as much stock on the shelves, I guess you could say, as possible as more people get on the app, right? Because people don't want to get on the app. They're like, oh, there's Disney on the platform, and like, let's say all we had was the original Golden Moments, and like people are like, well, where's the lenticular cards? Where's Mickey? Where's Donald? Where's all these other things? So like, I think VEVE is trying to get as many, not VEVE, but like Disney in a way is trying to get as many FAs and IPs and characters out as possible. Oh, me queen, what's up? Oh, me queen. I'm sorry, my mouth is like getting dry, and I'm getting towards the end of my stream. And if they do create their own, they'll have all of theirs on VEVE migrated to their marketplace. Same thing they did with the movies, shows from Netflix when they, yeah, I think so too. I'm not sure if like, I'm not sure how the ownership really works. Like, does VEVE straight up own these NFTs, or so does like Disney, but it's just licensed by them? Is it a partnership? Either that, or Disney's going to just give people that have Disney NFTs really good incentives to bring their NFTs over to their platform, right? Like, really good incentives. So, I mean, possibly. We'll see. How long until the collectibles start going up in value? Finger style guitar. If I knew that answer, I would tell you guys. If I knew that, I would tell you guys, but no one knows. I think, in my personal opinion, it all revolves around MTL for the most part, but that's just my take. Cool. If you guys have any burning questions, or if there's any members in here that want to spam emotes or anything like that, I'll be getting off here in a few minutes as well. Just for the hell of it, let's just look at the top gainers and losers for collectibles, because that's always fun to do. All right, get rid of this. Top losers on the hour. Nightcrawler's down. Star Trek Dick Spring Joker is, of course, at 275. That is ridiculous. C3PO. Why is the market so low? Watch my stream. I've answered that question 4 times. Like, no offense. I'm also kind of like getting a little tired with my stream. So MTL releases first a dump and then a pump. That's what I'm thinking, WNC, to be quite honest. Chasing Sundays, they can't do that. They don't own the NFTs, so they can't move it. Plus, why would Disney do that when they can sell their first Disney official NFTs again to a brand new customer base? Yeah, that as well. They said that, or they want the NFTs that are already made through VEVE to come over, and they're going to give us incentives to go on their platform or rent it out or whatever, right? Who knows? Are they going to make exact replicas of our NFTs? Possibly. Even if they did, if they made exact replicas of Walt and all that stuff, I think the price would initially go down. People would panic, but if people care about which is first, like, okay, ours were printed first, but the Disney ones are printed first on the Disney metaverse or whatever they're using. Like, thoughts on season 1 black and white? I mean, when you see things like Dick Spring Joker, I don't know if that's season 1. Is that season 1 or season 2? Still get confused. Season 2. Okay, so it's not season 1, but still, like, when I look at just the black and white series stuff in general getting sold off, I don't know. It's looking kind of grim. I mean, just across the board, everything is dipping. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, the season 1 black and white is good. I do think the 2.5% sales fee does kind of hold them back. Like a lot of people are going to be flipping that, but trying to add mine to my collection. Interesting. Buy the dip. Always buy the dip until you can't anymore. Then you buy the dip. I feel like VEVE should not have as many drops, or at least not announce what the drop will be until a couple hours. I don't know about that. That sounds like not a huge fan of that. Basically only doing surprise drops all the time, because that's just not fair. I'd rather that's one thing they have been consistent about, is giving us at least a 48-hour notice. I wouldn't say 48 hour. Let's say at least a 2-day notice, roughly, before they do a drop, which I like. When they do it hours before, I'm not a huge fan of that. Diane, thoughts on Jaws poster? Honestly, I've never looked it up. You actually got me curious. Like, what the hell is even that? Without the FA. Which one? Oh. I don't think I've ever looked up Jaws poster, ever. Let me see. 1975? I mean, it's pretty much at its all-time low. I mean, it could go down a bit more, but what was the box price? 65 gems? I mean, it's really low. I mean, the listings are almost at an all-time low as well, right? I mean, I wouldn't invest in it. I would rather just get a golden moment. For these prices, I'd rather just get a golden moment over a Jaws poster, personally. The market will continue to drop on every major drop. Pretty much. I think the market's going to keep dipping. People are saying like, oh, we need less drops, or we need better drops. Like, no drop is going to save this market. If anything, it's just going to make it worse. And even if VEVE does no drops for 2 weeks and the market is just kind of like, all right, I'm bored, let me buy something, and like, we're going to get temporary pumps, but the second anything goes above like 12%, that's high enough where people are going to be more than happy to take profit. For example, if they advertise their NFTs, they would offer utility, theme park access, souvenir, fast pass. People are going to repurchase. VEVE can't offer that because they don't own anything. Disney, true. Yeah, they don't own Disney. I don't think the only thing that's going to make NFTs valuable is just like utility, in my opinion. But yeah, there could be other things, or maybe, like I said, like there's incentives to actually bring your NFT to their platform or to their metaverse or whatever the hell, like whatever their platform is that they're doing NFTs on. So maybe they could give it utility if they wanted to. I don't know. Who knows what the hell VEVE and Disney are talking about behind the scenes. Do I hold on to my Mickey Mouse ultra rare I got on drop for the longer term? Dude, that's what I got too. I got a Steamboat Willie ultra rare. I'm still holding it, to be honest. Like, it doesn't make sense to sell it now because you just don't know when the bottom is, but I'm just holding it more of just like because I'm stubborn, to be quite honest. Yeah, so anyway, I'm jumping off for now. So thank you, everyone. Finger Guitar Style, you seem new. Appreciate you stopping by. Diane, TST for me. I've seen you a couple times. Chris Diamond, Diane, Omi Queen, Chasing Sundays, everyone else that's here. WNC, Claudia, everyone else that's been chatting. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Please double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself over.